All a person needs is an opportunity. Everybody's got a million reasons to blow your brains out with me, Rick E. Warden, and Dave Jarvis.
Hey, that's me.
All right, with us tonight we have the Cowtown Hustlers. We want to light up the chats. Everybody ask your questions. Let's have a good time together tonight. And without further ado, everyone's favorite, the brilliant, incredible, and genius, Dave Jarvis.
2 weeks in a row. All right, I got this. I like that. You're just gonna keep stabbing me with that one, aren't you?
I'd been fishing around for a while, and then I landed. Or I should say, maybe this slapped me in the face. I'm like, what's better? Brilliant, incredible, and genius. Everybody, your host and mine, Dave Jarvis.
Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my favorite evening of the week. It is Wednesday, July 26th. We are sitting down with our friends in Cowtown Hustlers. Unfortunately, our good friend Ariel will not be able to make it tonight. She's got prior work obligations. But also, I guess we're also missing members of Cowtown Hustlers. So it's just a big broken group of fucks just drinking and talking shit. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
How's it going, man?
How's it going? Good to be here.
Well, we are very happy to have y'all here. For those of y'all that do not know, top right, that is Big E Supreme, also known as Eric Supine.
Ooh, ooh.
Hey.
And bottom left, we have Tyrell Choate. Welcome, gentlemen. I've been huge admirers of y'all's work for several years now. How y'all been?
Great.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I
Cool,
took a drink before going here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good.
You got quiet, Eric. A lot of people think I'm a loudmouth just because they see me when I'm drunk.
Well, get drunk.
Yeah, I don't even have any liquor here, man. I'm still hungover from last night from hanging out with you.
Yeah, we tied one on last night a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, this is my Friday or Saturday here. See, that's kind of what it's about. So thanks for coming on. Let's have a good time doing this together.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah. What are we drinking on tonight, gentlemen?
Just
me. My very favorite.
Ice water.
Coors Light for Tyrell Choate. So this is my very favorite beer, Samuel Adams Cherry Wheat. If anyone's a fan of the Samuel Adams, one step further, this shit's like drinking Kool-Aid. You know, it's the, yeah, it's. I tell you what it is. It's like the Jameson of beers. Yeah, because it's a beer, but it goes down so smooth. It's like, whoa, where'd those 6 beers go?
I have to give that a try sometime.
Well, see, I'm into hipster stuff, so like I'm kind of a hipster. This is called Coors Light. Like it's very, very like under the radar, but I have a feeling in a few years it's going to be popular. So y'all be on the lookout. It's from Colorado, and I think it's going to be like the next big thing to hit. I believe.
Well, yeah, after they come after you to hire for their next hit jingle to take them to that next level.
I've already got it written. So yeah.
I mean, I guess it all depends on the mascot, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
honestly,
honestly,
getting a little closer now.
A little truth to it. I when I was a kid, I had a poster of Dimebag on my wall, and he was holding up his guitar, and I seen that he had a tattoo of the Coors Light lion. You remember the old lions that used to be on there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he was Coors Light all the way.
That's what made me start drinking it. So I mean, they should just like play Pantera songs on their commercials.
Yeah.
Tattoo and like that was enough to make me start drinking it back in the day. So.
Great plan. See, that's why they're gonna come after you, Mr. Choate. Coors Light, Mr. Choate, you're welcome.
We need to get sponsored by a tequila company So it's free
Es-
tequila.
Espolón is the
Oh,
tequila
that's-
company I targeted. I like their tequila.
I
Espolón.
would, it would be great. I just think that would be a disaster for our.
It would be.
We don't have any money for you, but we got all the cases of tequila you want.
Nah,
That's probably a bad idea, huh?
it's broke in a month, dude. It would like
The first couple days would be fun, though.
Weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Butch would
Well,
love that.
I got to say
Months.
to our audience, the Cowtown Hustlers are a bit of a departure. We normally talk to heavier bands. How would you classify yourselves, gentlemen?
I'll let Tyrell answer that.
Well, we're pretty heavy. I'm putting on the pounds, drinking all this Coors Light. So if we keep maybe hitting it up, maybe get some Panera Bread and Starbucks Frappuccinos, we'll be the heaviest band in town in like no time. So
Fatten that sound up.
that's right. That's right.
I
No,
admire your gumption.
I don't. I hate to use those terms. Like I hate it when people call themselves outlaw country. So but a lot of the stuff we're into, that's what they were classified as. But we're like more. I don't know. I just kind of do my thing on lead guitar over it. So it's kind of like heavy metal stuff over traditional 70s and 80s country type stuff. Does that make sense? Is that right? Like,
Yeah, it's southern rockish, classic rock influences. I think we're quickly
Leonard
becoming
Skinner.
more of a rock band than a country band.
yeah,
Leonard
Yeah.
Skinner, Allman Brothers.
That kind of thing, yeah.
yeah.
I
Those
love
are the
Leonard Skinner.
influences.
So it's not really outlaw country. It's more like petty thug.
Yeah,
I
something
don't-
like that.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, it's somewhere in there. If you took Waylon Jennings and Whiskey Dick and like drunk heavy metal guy noodling on guitar and mixed it all together, that's right somewhere in there.
Okay.
I'm flat picking the melody guitar, and he's just tearing it up on the leads on top of that. And meanwhile, Butch is also playing melodies on his bass, so it's
But he
Just
plays at BC Rich, so I mean that's
Yeah.
pretty metal right there.
And it's Butch.
it's
yeah,
Butch.
it's Mr.
the
Waldman,
Butch.
yeah,
He's the butcher. Like,
yeah.
Hey man, I've got some of the best, biggest hugs from that dude, man. So shout out to Butch. Wish he could be with us.
I wish he
Shout
was
out,
here,
brother.
man.
I think he's listening. He said he was going to be listening. So.
Well, Butch, I saw you in the video, and I was like, dude, that's Butch. There's no question about it. With Tyrell, kick ass. Already, he was sounding good, but I didn't say anything to y'all because I didn't know if maybe he was one of the old members that y'all are, hating on.
You're fired, Butch.
No, so now I know, man. What a Heller band. Nice three-piece. Or Heller group, I should say, of people.
Me and Tyrell, we first started playing together like 6 or 7 years ago or something like that. And he go to his open mics and stuff, and then he came out and played with me on stage. And
Opening for Whiskey Dick, yeah.
yeah, I toured with Whiskey Dick and opened for them, and I used to be their roadie, and just kind of ended up opening for them and stuff. And well, anyways, we played together, and then me and Butch ran back into each other, and we started playing together. We used to, for just a second, I never played any shows with him, but I was in him and Grog's band, Evil Struck. I auditioned and got the job, and then some reason, I don't remember why I didn't do it, but that's when we first met. And I don't know. We're playing together now after all these years.
That reminds me, Ricky, we always have a bunch of Pantera stories. We never have enough Whiskey Dick stories. And I feel like we've had enough guests that we should have had like different Whiskey Dick stories. Do y'all have any interesting Whiskey Dick stories?
No.
Oh man, so many of them.
Not
I
one.
don't even know where to start on that one.
How about when you went on tour? What was some crazy shit that happened with y'all on tour?
Most of those stories I probably couldn't tell you, but let me.
Good man.
Give me a couple minutes and I'll come back with one of those here in a second. I know there's so many of them. I know Tyrell's heard a bunch of them. But...
Well, if only they drunk or like partied, man, then they would be like more interesting stories. But they just don't. They're actually real like Christian Sunday school type people. So
yeah.
Okay.
to hang out with.
You shut your heathen mouth.
Okay, here's one I'll tell you. When we were in Tacoma, Washington, and Reverend's fucking hammered, and we left the bar and we're all going to Jack in the Box, and he's sitting in the back of the van, and he says, he just starts yelling out the window. I mean, there's a cop across the street. He starts yelling out the window, "A driver's drunk! Driver's drunk!" Next thing you know, Fritz was pissed, man. He's running around. I thought they were going to brawl, but fortunately he stopped doing that. But yeah, that's one of his stories there about the Reverend. That shit. Oh, man. "A driver's drunk!" It was funny. One other time he lost his pants when he was talking to a chick up in Colorado, too. He wasn't paying attention.
How the fuck did that happen?
I went up to him, I tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, "Hey, man, what's up?" He's like, "Hey, I'm talking here." I was like, "Man, your pants are down around your fucking ankles, dude." The whole shit pulls him up. The whole bar can see you, man. Yeah.
That's
all
pretty
kinds
good.
of crazy stories, man. Had people pull guns on us. I mean, shit. There's so many different things. So
Throw
many
a
different
towel
years.
to the
man.
waitress under the bar.
Yeah. One time, Fritz, we were up in New York in this casino, and I don't know, he just had a lot of days. This is when he was still drinking, you know. Just he was in a weird mood, and all of a sudden he says, we're in like a restaurant in this casino. He just yells out says real loud. He's like, "This is some damn good pudding." The whole goddamn casino starts looking at us like we're trying to hide under the table and stuff. Good times, man. I'm gonna shut up there. I think I've told enough whiskey dick stories.
That's okay.
All right, everybody, join us in the chats. Let's hear your whiskey dick stories in the chats. I'll be sure to share them on the screen.
Oh, yeah. So, Cowtown Hustlers, y'all have been around for, what, 3 years?
I think last year or something we really put the band together, and so I mean I was playing with Butch for about a year before that. He was just we were doing the Big E thing, which by the way, that's the Big E Supreme thing's a nickname that the Reverend gave me. I just kind of went with it when I was touring with him and shit. So that's part of my past.
It's still my favorite hat.
Yeah, those were great hats. You know, Reverend designed that logo.
Yeah.
I told him I wanted it to look like Edelbrock. So that's where
I can see that. I could totally see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. Hold on. I'll go grab one of those.
So, Ty, were you asked to join, or did they hold you at gunpoint, or what?
It was just one of those like me and
there it is. Sorry
me and Big E played a couple of times, like opening for Whiskey Dick. One time in particular at Broncos, it just was like this magic, like kind of work, you know, because that's what my first gig I ever got. My dad was a country singer, and so they would do these like picking and grinning things a long time ago, and I would go to bars that I wasn't supposed to be in because of my dad. You know, he would have let me come in and jam with him, and I had all my scales and modes and stuff down, and like I was already playing like Yes tunes and like Pantera and Metallica and Black Sabbath stuff. So it was pretty easy to kind of pick out these 3-4 chord country songs and jam over them. So I had like the country thing down pretty good. I just always put like, you know, there's a thing with the relative minor. A lot of country stuff's in major, but if you go down, you know, start on the 6, you know, you're in the relative minor scale, and so I would do like stuff with that and mix the heavy metal with the country stuff, and it really already had that down. So when Big E called me a long time ago and was like, "Hey man, come jam," some of the songs like we played, like I'd never even heard, but like I could feel the chord progressions pretty good and stuff. So it kind of just was this magic moment. And then we started doing these open mics, and he showed up, and next thing I knew, like he's like, "Dude, I got this bass player dude with Butch," and then like he kind of introduced it, and then I was like, "Man, well, let's just see where this goes." And before too long, like we had like, you know, 10 or 12 songs that were like together, and you know,
Nice.
Eric can write really, really well. I really enjoy songs, and like I wouldn't, and people, you know, I turned down a lot of people to jam with them, not bragging or being a dick, but like, you know, I when Big E asked me, like, I love his songwriting a lot. He's got, it's unique, yet it reminds you of all these great things, and that's where artists usually like excel. Like to me, all my favorite artists, like you can see where their influence came from, but they do their own thing, and that's why I'm playing with them. I really like his songwriting.
Touch my heart, man. Yeah. I mean, the way he plays the guitar is just magic, man. You know, I don't want to jam with anybody else. As far as I'm concerned, nobody. Everybody else to jam with is like, oh, it just doesn't sound right. Tyrell's got the sound
Everybody knows Tyrell knows his way around a guitar.
that he does. Yeah.
If not, then I'm really good at fooling people. So either way, I'm pretty happy with it. So, and there's times I get drunk and I do have to fool people when I get too drunk. We had conversations about that, but still fun. Either way, it's fun. If you ain't got a good song there, all lead guitar is, that's just icing. If you don't have a good song, that's the cake. The cake's got to be there before you can put your shit on it. And if you got a shitty song, no amount of icing and playing around is going to make it worth the shit. But that's why I love
y'all were rocking with no drummer for a little while. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Do you think the addition of a drummer has added more cake to that ass?
I would say so.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and in my mind, like that little Ty, he's come a long way. When I first met him, it was years ago at another open mic. Y'all remember the Moon Tower?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so I saw you there once or twice.
We would cram a whole drum set and congas, and back in like stand-up bass dudes would show. We'd fill this place up with all these instruments, and the whole place held like 30, 40 people, was packed, and we would just have it completely chock full some nights, and Ty would show up with the drums, and he wasn't really good, but he had so much heart, and he could sing, but he wasn't, he had the basics, but not a proficient drummer, but I always really encouraged him. But then you're talking 6-7 years ago, and he apparently has woodshedded this whole time and got real badass. And I've had to call him on the phone and be like, dude, I'm absolutely impressed with your playing now. And so having him
yeah, he's on fire.
Dude, he's awesome.
Last time, man, cool. You guys are fucking tearing it up, man.
Yeah, he's a good singer too. So I think we're gonna start doing some more harmonies or something with vocals.
Yeah, that's another bonus.
Yeah.
Have y'all
got you, Roger Taylor?
Have y'all recorded anything?
We're working on that. We keep the songs keep getting better though, so it's kind of like maybe we should wait just a little bit. I don't know. I mean, we started recording some songs. Problem is our tempo likes to keep going up, and I think that's what it should do. But I don't know, our recording guy doesn't seem like that. But hey, Charlie, how you doing? Just kidding.
Chuck watching this?
He might be.
He does watch it now.
It kind of depends on your drummer too. How comfortable your drummer works within. But it has to really be a good drummer, and there's a good reason. And then everybody tends to be inspired.
That helps. No argument for me. Having a good drummer makes everything else better for sure.
Proud of it, you guys.
We're definitely going to get that done though, because we got to get some music out there. So,
Eric, is Eric the prime songwriter?
Well, I guess I am right now. I know Tyrell's got some good songs that, and if he wanted to put them in there, it'd be great.
Yeah,
I'm always open for that.
But yeah, Eric's like I said, the whole reason I'm even playing was because I was blown away by his ability to write a song, and that's always been nuts for me because Dave knows I go, it's been like 20-something years, maybe, yeah. When he was getting started with Grain, I was getting started with that Neuron, and we played shows back with Mile Zero and all that back in the day. You remember all that? It was just awesome,
Crazy.
And how far back we go, and we were just kids figuring it out on the way, and so would you I've been in the bands that we've been in and been around, playing for as long as we have. You recognize talent when you see it, and I can write like crazy prog odyssey stuff that just goes on forever, but I'm not very good at taking 3 chords and writing a good song. My dad was always good at that. And I'm so jealous of people that can do it. And
just a good melodic song structure,
right?
And then something that transitions easily or well into a chorus, and then back out into another melodic verse.
Right. It takes a crazy talent to do that. That just kind of gets overlooked by all the technical bullshit you can add to a song. But like, if you can do that, like history has showed, those are the successful people, in music as a whole. And I just suck at it. Like, I'm no good at like, here's 3 chords.
You got some good songs, man. I'm listening to you down on yourself, man. I love that song you wrote about the girl, man.
Rearrange what your heroes have already done perfectly.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm way better at just ripping people off than actually writing good stuff, for
Who
sure.
who are your heroes on this project?
Are you talking to me or Big E?
Both of y'all.
Go ahead, Ty.
Oh shit! On this project, the people I look up to, man, fucking Whiskey Dick, man. There's no denying it. Like, if you've ever seen them play, and then Big E was opening for him, and I was just like, man, the only thing that's weird is they're doing it on straight acoustics, which is their deal. And I purposely
and they
don't
worked
want
hard
to.
at it.
Yeah, and they've got that market fucking pegged. I'm not gonna do that. So if we have Big E continue to do what he does, and he plays in weird ass tunings. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but like his guitar's, was it tuned to open G or something, right?
It's
Like,
tuned to tune G, yeah.
it's like some kind of fucking Rolling Stones tuning or something. But like, I can play over anything, so that's not a big deal. But it's like I'm more comfortable just taking my electric and playing over what he does, and kind of rocking it a little harder. And there's that album that Dime did with David Allan Coe, that Rebel Meets Rebel.
Yeah.
And I thought that was great. You could see the deterioration in David Allan Coe a little bit. He wasn't quite the same dude that wrote Take This Job and Shove It at that part of his career. But he still put a great album together. And fuck, I mean, Dime shows up and it just makes it this badass anthem-sounding album, So I guess like that's as far as me and him are doing between Whiskey Dick and that David Allan Coe album, Rebel Meets Rebel, that he did with Dimebag, that's just right up there with some of my favorite stuff I've ever heard. I think that would be there's definitely something going on with that album that you don't really hear in anywhere else. Like they had this really cool thing they were going for, and I don't know why that wasn't as big as like a Pantera album or something. I thought it was just as good. I thought it was great. It's awesome.
Definitely.
Well, that was that whole rough breakup period. Everybody was aloof.
Yeah, it was.
It'll probably be 20 years after David Allan Coe is dead that it'll be discovered, and it'll probably be discovered by the Chinese. And they'll put a bronze statue to David Allan Coe.
I hope you're right, man.
In honor of it.
I hope you're right.
But all they have is the recording. They don't know what he looks like, so he ends up looking like David Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, you leave that button alone.
Shut up, Mr. Button.
I love that movie.
It's a great one.
Maybe they just do it on purpose because they own the AI material.
Yeah.
It's just you're just referring to one of a million different versions of every song of the future.
Facts, man. Facts.
Yeah, you can go on Chat GPT and type in like Hank Williams covers Straight Outta Compton, and it will give you 30 seconds of a Hank Williams voice singing a Hank Williams version of Straight Outta Compton, like within 5 minutes.
Crazy.
So,
well, that's how it starts, ain't it? We know how it's going to end. We've all seen Terminator, but you guys start loving that stuff all you want. It'll never happen with me, dude.
The end is nigh.
It's always about enjoying what you got, though. So as long as you're doing that.
The weird thing about Terminator, the only thing that makes that fiction is that they can go back in time. That's about it, everything else is going to happen. We will have robots like that. We will have all this stuff, but it's going to be too late. AI will take over the world. I really it's going to happen.
Scary, man. Tesla's got robots. Fucking Boston Dynamics. Fucking Sony. All them motherfuckers are building robots.
Sure.
Maybe they'll go back in time by getting their bodies unfrozen and creating, 100 different versions of how many ever people, and they'll have genetic code in them that somehow they can see. Wait a minute, we can see what happened.
It's the Matrix, Neo.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I wonder about that, the Matrix
Hi there,
thing.
Real
It
Girl.
glitches sometimes.
This whole thing is a simulation, man.
Uh-huh. There's a lot of scientists to believe that.
Well, at least we're hardwire simulating it, motherfuckers.
If
Y'all-
this is a
y'all ever,
simulation, why do I got to be fat?
Y'all ever sit back and think, if this is a simulation, how come I can play so well? Am I imagining that I can play this well and I actually can't play that well? Like imposter syndrome through a computer?
Don't get me thinking about that.
It can't be that much of a simulation.
There's definitely nights that that I've listened back to recordings where I thought that I did really well, and then the next day I was like, "Holy fuck, I'm not even in the right key on that shit." That's how I know that that's bullshit.
It felt good though.
Oh, it was, I always had a good time. Every time I had a good time. So
I always enjoy it when I thought we were horrible, then I see a recording and we were actually pretty good. And I'm like,
those are the good nights, yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I thought we were a lot drunker than that.
Yeah, dude. Passion breeds followers, and y'all are very passionate about your music. I love that.
Sure.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
I'm a big fan of you too, Dave, as a musician, man. I've been watching you for years.
Oh, thanks, man.
And your own
Appreciate it.
personal stuff, and Whiskey Tango, Foxtrot, etc.
Yeah, me and Dave were in that band for a little bit together. You remember those days?
Oh, those were lovely days, I must say.
I was going to play a show with them one time, but the show got canceled.
Yeah. Shit happens.
Yeah.
I think they wanted me to sing. I think you came and started singing right after that or something. Or in between there. I can't remember.
So do y'all have plans to record soon, or is it still like up in the air?
Oh, well, I'm going to say it's soon. I hope so.
Well, you started a bunch of those songs with Chuck.
Yeah, we started a couple songs over there, and then they got all screwed up. But we went over and tried to redo them, and we're gonna get back to it for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Started as in drum tracks. Do you have drum tracks that you're happy with?
Well, we weren't happy with the drum tracks we had, but well, at least Chuck wasn't, and but he's gonna fix that.
Did he play to a metronome?
Yeah, well, we did do that. We did try to play to a metronome, but our tempo always keeps picking up. But I kind of think that's music, isn't it? And the tempo just keeps gradually picking up as you go along.
Well, that's human. Human gets excited and picks up as he gradually goes.
I mean, I don't know any drummer that doesn't want his tempo to keep increasing.
Oh, you'd be amazed at how many stoner drummers there are that just want to slow that shit down.
Yeah. Once Melvin's got big, it's like the opposite now. It's like, let's slow it down.
Can I make this drum beat sound like a gaping anus?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but we're definitely going to do something soon. We got to get that finished, and we got to get the music out there for people to hear it, so we, do something with it.
Is there a title that you have in mind?
For the album?
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought about that yet. You got any ideas, Ty?
It's you get to do all that. Like I did that with my two bands, Cousin Trigger and Ed Drum. I was kind of the dude. It's kind of cool to play backseat and just kind of see what you come up with,
I bet Butch has got some ideas.
Yeah, I wish Butch was on here. The sucks that he's not.
Give us some names of the songs.
Okay, we got The Runaway, 18 Wheels, 1,000 Years. And I got some other new songs that are coming out too, but those are the main ones that we play as a band together. Those 3 songs that we got a whole bunch of other ones that I'm not going to mention their names yet, but we got new songs coming too. Yeah.
I was going to try to pick a record title from your songs, but I don't know, maybe 18 Wheeler.
Yeah, we could do 18 wheels maybe. That would be good.
Yeah.
Miles of memories.
I mean, that's usually the easy way to do it. Just use one of the names of one of the songs as the album name.
Well, just think of it when you're out on the road touring and it's hot and you need an extra those. You just stop at all the tourists, become a light lizard. Hey, look, we're 18 wheels.
Yeah,
Got to grab this CD, dude, for the road.
is there a tour on the horizon?
We made this record.
Well, that would
for
be
you.
great, wouldn't it? I think we got to get an album first.
Yeah. Cap
Not
something.
necessarily.
Well, yeah, you don't have to. I know.
I don't know if any big bands out there want us to come tour with us. Let us know.
Yeah.
Well, when Ozzy calls,
Yeah.
I'll let him know.
I mean, I'd love to go out and tour with like the Steel Woods or Cody Jinks, man, something like that.
In the meantime, what about just doing shows in Austin or Houston and San Antonio?
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. We need to get down there for sure.
Yeah.
I could see y'all opening for like Luke Combs or Jelly Roll.
That would be cool. I mean, that's a huge crowd.
Yeah.
I actually listened to Jelly Roll for the first time the other day.
I have no
He's a
clue.
good singer.
He's all right. He's okay.
Yeah.
I know I do a lot of like solo acoustic shows. I get requests, but I literally can't name one of the songs or the Combs dude you said. Like I don't keep up. It's not that I hate it. I just don't keep up with modern stuff. So.
I got mistaken for Luke Combs at a gas station one time. I was like, this dude's way younger than me. I was like, that's kind of a compliment.
What do y'all think of?
You look like a dude. You look like a dude I hustled at a gas station for a CD once.
Yeah.
What do y'all think of that new Jason Aldean song? That's all the rage.
I haven't heard it.
I've heard it. I think it's all right. It's just I don't get all the shit. I mean, if you listen to the David Allan Coe songs and Hank Jr. songs that I listen to, and you think they're pointing the finger at that one, it's
Yeah.
I don't see why. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. You try to boycott music. That's the way it works. You try to boycott.
Can I suggest that there might be a reason? Because if you own a record company and you need record sales, you might find it advantageous to have opposition to your record in the
Controversy
media.
can help.
Well, because
of course,
if you want to listen to it, you have to click on something. People aren't smart enough. Back in the day, you just take the tape, record it onto another tape, and listen to it. Nobody was the wiser that there's more albums out there than there is. But nowadays, every time you click on something, there's a digital trace that goes back to the artist saying this song's been listened to this many times. So it's pretty obvious if somebody wants to boycott anything, and it works the other way too. The people that were trying to boycott that wet ass pussy song, it was like it's just a dumb dance poppy rap. I don't know what you would call. Y'all know the song I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
Wet ass pussy. You never heard that? Like it was like I don't know who sings it, but like
say it again. I didn't hear you.
Wet ass pussy.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
That is Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B.
There you go. Okay,
Dude,
so it was
sounds like that could be a Chip Tooth song.
Yeah. I'm gonna say these offended people should listen to Two Live Crew and see what they think of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll be retroacting laws and going after NWA before long.
Well, I don't have a problem with NWA. No, I like that stuff.
Just saying.
Do you think there's any danger left in popular music?
Danger?
Danger, yeah.
No. It goes through so many fucking channels before it comes out. They know exactly. No, I don't know. I mean, not unless it's like something somebody does in their basement, But where do you go? Like after G.G. Allen and all the crazy shit he did, or there's what do you do? How are we going to top that? How are we going to, where are you going to go? I don't think that they're going to allow that. Record labels own way more than the artists themselves. It's designed that way now. So no, not popular. Like music, yeah, there's underground stuff there's hardcore underground bands out there doing crazy shit. I mean, you read the story Mayhem and stuff, and you're just like, holy fuck, you know, that stuff really happened, you know. Y'all know who I'm talking about? The black metal band Mayhem, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, burning churches.
Yeah, dude blew his brains out. Fucking one of the members ate his brains and shit. I mean, how do you follow that, you know? Like,
Well, this is my suggestion
Buy a microwave.
here. My suggestion here to you and everyone else is Dead Dog Barn. Those loyal, headbanging hard rocker punks, whoever you are, you know, it's time to throw shows at your houses and at your barns, and we'll just hope that the cops don't show up, and that's the way it'll go.
Have the cops ever come and shut down y'all's show?
Not yet.
Well, no, because they're playing at clubs. They're not playing at houses, and I guess, you know, y'all may have played at Dead Dog Barn and other bands.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't been doing any house parties.
Yeah, we've been real fortunate. But
Oh, no, I did play with you guys, and you were doing with Dustin over there at a house, but we didn't do the Hustlers.
But you were saying, what are you going to do? Where are you going to go as a musician? And I'm driving it underground. You
right.
know, I'm probably wrong. It won't happen. But I am fucking happy for Dead Dog Barn doing this show, and everybody that goes out there to these shows and sweats it out with Creeper and has a good time and is hopefully able to avoid trouble. Be safe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think a band can make it these days without being pretty?
I hope so.
Oh, fuck, I'm sure.
We're certainly not pretty. Well, maybe
What's
Tyrell is, but me and Butch, man.
What's the
Butch has the best chance, actually. You could clean him up and put some nice makeup on him, and
I know women love him, so I'm probably wrong about that.
You could go either way with him. You could go Paul Stanley with him and make him a rock star, or you could go total death. He's transitional.
I can see that.
Okay, someone said, just listen to your Somalian wind cover and like the sound.
Somalian. I love that.
Seminole.
Yeah, I don't know what's out there.
Sorry.
I mean, there's
I
probably
have
more
my
videos
I
on
have my
Facebook.
shades on, so thanks, y'all. Do you
I think
have
most of our
any
videos
other
are on
songs
Facebook.
they're listening?
Yeah.
Just what people have shot of us on Facebook. I mean, I know that's probably the only thing that's on YouTube, if that's where he found it. So.
Well, this is on YouTube. See the comment? He's commenting from YouTube.
I know I posted that on there.
Whatever you're posting on Facebook, you should also post on YouTube.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Kaufman.
Hey.
Do you have a YouTube community on your YouTube channel yet?
So yeah, we need to get that going too, man. I've been slacking on a lot of shit. It sounds like, right?
Well, I wouldn't recommend. I mean, I don't know enough about Twitter and other apps, but I know YouTube. And if you have a YouTube community and you work that and you put your videos up, I mean, people are watching this. We're having a good time.
I agree.
I've figured it out. I've broken it down. YouTube is for if you have a bunch of videos. Twitter is if you have a bunch to say. Instagram is for if you have a bunch of pictures. And Facebook is if you're a crazy person yelling into the darkness. Then TikTok only works if you're a little kid dancing or you make like food and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm asking is, can Cowtown Hustlers cook?
Oh yeah, I know I can. Butch is a professional chef, so
yeah, he's probably the dude to talk to on that.
Is he now? What does he make?
Yeah. I don't know. I assume he can make anything you want. He isn't cooking anymore for a living, but he did that for a bunch of years. And I went to school to be a chef.
The problem that I've found with like chefs, when you got like friends that are chefs or bandmates that are chefs, they don't want to do it when they're not at work. Like, you know what I mean? You would it's like, it's like, I don't know. I would imagine like, it's probably just seems like work to them, you know. So it's like, fuck, yeah. Now you kick PB&J or something, you know. Like, go get McDonald's. Fuck it, I ain't cooking. Fuck that.
Yeah, and if you work in the kitchen around that fryer, man, you're sick naturally just from the smelling it all day long.
Well, it'll work better for the band when you're full time on the road.
Oh,
yeah, because you got to be creative, you know, for sure.
Well, then you're inspired to cook. If you're a cook, you cook because you want to, just like any other art. And you're hungry.
Sure.
But you can always throw some shit together, especially if you're a cook.
Yeah. I wish we were better at, like, YouTube to bring back to that point. Like, I wish we were better at it, but it's always, in the back of my mind, it's like, until we get the album out and stuff, it's kind of like, kind of backburning that stuff, which is stupid because we're getting all sorts of people that love our stuff. Every time we play a show, every time we go somewhere, it's like so many people have, like, they see what we're doing, they really like it because it's different. You know, it's not like going and seeing a country show. It's not like going and seeing a metal show. It's kind of a cool in between, but it's not really ripping off Whiskey Dick, but it kind of fits in that vein. And if we had somebody that was savvy at that shit, like that wants to work with us, like for real, hit us up because we would really benefit from that. We're the kind of band that could really take that and really go places with it. But
and how might they hit you up, by the way?
Get a hold of Big E, you know, Eric Supreme, you know, he's on Facebook. That's the dude I would
look up Cowtown Hustlers on Facebook. We're on there. And
because there's
send us a message.
A lot of potential here. We need to start hitting these other venues and avenues and stuff, and hitting it from many different places for sure.
Things are about to start blowing up.
Y'all got some shows lined up?
Now, you know, with the rail closed, you got Big Rob's over there, so y'all know who to contact for that. And then Jerry Warden's doing Elmo Jones production at the Mavericks, so y'all can contact him for that.
Is Jerry your brother?
Yes.
I was wondering. I met Jerry before over there at Mavericks one night.
Yep. So he's still down there booking shows, so there's 2 places to play.
Let's do it. Let's start.
Yeah. Definitely.
Y'all got any shows lined up?
I know the only thing we got on book right now is O'Reilly's, and that's quite a ways out, but we're trying to book some shows. So
I was going to say there's O'Reilly's.
Yep. O'Reilly's still going good. Well, I do they're not shows, but you can come see us like almost like a paid practice for me to do the Tuesday nights over at Home Plate. I have where we let anybody just jam with us. It's like a jam that I get paid for fucking putting on. It's awesome. So if y'all remember those Moon Tower jams, it's a lot like that. It's almost identical, but with like, I think, you know, like kind of more diverse crowd over there at Home Plate, you know, for sure. So.
Are you doing that with Justin?
He shows up someday. It's just me that hosts it, you know, but like it's, you know, it's if I said I hosted it with anybody, it would probably be more like Andy Weaver. You know, I'm in All Fuggy Ass too, and Andy Weaver's a part of that band, and that's the whole Chasing Rent, Jeremy Norville, and Andy Weaver crowd.
Andy Weaver.
That's the one.
Hey, what's the name of the venue again?
The Home Plate. Yeah, Home Plate.
Gotcha.
On Tuesdays, every Tuesday.
Over off of Camp
jam
Bowie?
or kind of can jam or want to sing, or you have a sister or brother wants to sing, we let anybody get up there. Terry brought her kid up there. You know, he's about to go in the Air Force, you know, and so he showed up the other night and did Pantera songs with us. And I was like, dude, he's like, can you play this stuff on bass? And usually everybody wants me to play the Dimebag stuff on guitar. It was really awesome to play the bass lines last night. It was awesome. It was like, oh man, yeah, I can play those old cool bass lines. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but we use his open mic night as a practice session. That's really the only time we get together and practice. So yeah.
And that's where cover songs come from. You never know what we're gonna pull out of our ass for like. And Big E's kind of one of those dudes. He's kind of a historian on anything old, you know, country, like any old Waylon stuff, and he just nails it. And George Jones and stuff, and Merle Haggard. We do a lot of that, and it's so much fun. It's so cool, and inevitably somebody in the crowd's kind of like, hey, dude, I know how to play that on drums, or I know the bass line, and it's like, fucking get up, let's do it. Let's party. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah. So I mean, we got Ty Winkle, and we know we also, like he was saying, Andy Weaver. We jam with him. It's really about depends on who's available at the time,
Yeah.
who we're going to jam with. But
All right, I think I found it. Is that it there? Is that the
that's it.
Facebook page?
Yeah, they got two of them. I'm not sure which one's the better one. One of them they haven't been
Is
using
it over there off
anymore.
of Camp Bowie?
It is right across the street from the Rail Club. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
you know where the Rail Club is.
Altamere.
Yeah,
Altamere.
right, Tom. It's right literally in the same strip where Tom Catch used to be at, which is now called the Broken Barrel Saloon or something, and Starlight and all those 3 bars there.
It's the middle bar.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that. So, all right, everybody, Tuesday night over at the home plate. It's an open jam.
Are there any requests that you would ask your audience to not ask for?
No, I like anything. Like if I'm drunk enough or feeling frisky enough, I'll play anything, dude. So like now, whatever you're tipping, like if you're tipping good. The other night I was playing at fucking Pins, a bowling alley in Granbury. This is a true story. This is pretty awesome. And this dude comes up to me and he's like, dude, do you know this? And he picked some random ass Conway Twitty song that I've never heard. He's like, Blake Shelton covered it. And I was like, I don't even know any Blake Shelton things, so I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. He's like, if you play it for me and my wife, I'll give you $100. I was like, fuck yeah, I will. And I took a break right then. I went to my car. I just got my guitar and just learned it real quick.
Damn right.
I went and played it. He fucking threw it down. I was like, so like, yeah, I mean, why not? If you got something that means that much to you that you're gonna pay X amount of dollars, fucking, I've done Boy George, I've done tons of Elton John, and you just never know what somebody it means to them. It's like, it's dumb. What do I care? Like, somebody's not gonna hold my ass to the fire and be like, hey, you remember that time you covered that shitty song? Fuck off. Who cares? Like, if it made somebody's day and I've heard the song before, chances are I can cover it. Sure.
What are some of the harder songs to play?
Like on guitar, period, or like just as a band, or
yeah, for you to play on guitar.
There's a lot of there's a violinist called Paganini, and his shit is like notoriously hard, and it's some of the hardest stuff that I know how to play. You can hear, if you've ever seen the movie Crossroads with like Steve Vai and Ralph Macchio, you know what I'm talking about? The movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, what a ridiculous movie that was.
So a lot of the really fast classical playing, that's Paganini's violin pieces that weren't written for guitar, so they're pretty difficult to transcribe the guitar and then to play. And especially those caprices, the 24 caprices, that stuff, when I was a kid, that's what got me into the scales and stuff, was learning the Paganini. And of course, the famous metal guy that did it was Yngwie Malmsteen. And so that to me is some of the harder shit to fucking play, for sure.
How did you experience Yngwie Malmsteen for the first time?
I can 100% pinpoint that. You when you grow up with metal, especially in the 80s and 90s, like it's like this litmus test of like how badass it was. Like when I first started playing, I started at a real young age, and like I was like 7 or 8 when I got my first acoustic. My older brother played, and so he knew how to play all like the Sabbath tunes and all that shit,
Cool.
And so I was like, yeah. So we had, Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll, Master Reality, Volume 4, all those awesome
Paranoid.
shit. And so we would
Aerosmith.
just play all that stuff. Yeah, Aerosmith, all those great bands, that's what we cut our teeth on. And then from there, it was like, okay, I got to where that wasn't a challenge. Even some of the scales and stuff that Iommi would use, like I got pretty good. Even as a kid, I still have, man, all these records I got. I have about double this amount of guitar magazines from the 80s. Like I just got shit tons. Like every magazine that was like the YouTube for guitars back in the 80s and 90s was like Guitar Player, Guitar World magazine,
Wow,
Guitar for the Practicing Musician. So we would just like get everything that we could that had tabs in it. We would just religiously learn those songs. And it went from that to Metallica, and then once I started getting the Metallica leads down, then I got into like Randy Rhoads. and all that stuff, and that was really cool. But I can tell you, like, after I was getting pretty confident playing the Randy Rhoads shit, and I just thought, this dude's it. You know, he's the cream of the crop. Somebody brought my brother an Yngwie Malmsteen tape, and it was Rising Force, that album.
Yeah, that's the first record.
Fuck. I thought it was fake. I thought it was like sped up. You know, like yeah, and I was just like, what the hell is going on? Like, that is ridiculous. Like, that's not real, you know. So it kind of became a joke between me and my brother, my older brother that plays guitar. You know my little brother, Dave, that plays bass, but like my older brother played guitar. Dustin was never into Yngwie. He was into, you know, fucking Flea and Victor Wooten and Les Claypool and shit. But like yeah. But like for me, it was like this like light went off. Like, what the fuck? Like that. There's no way that guy's actually playing that. And so, yeah, that would have been like 92, 93. We were real late to the party on the Yngwie shit. But when I got it,
yeah, that's why I asked. That's why I'm mostly interested is how someone your age experiences Yngwie. So that's kick-ass. Great story.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. And then for about 3 years of my life, it was just like learning the Trilogy Suite, Opus, you know, and all that stuff, and the, you know, See the Light, and well, you know Jim Cry from
yes,
I know you know him. So I took
the Van Halen, or maybe he did Van Halen, but the Ozzy cover band.
Yes,
Wizard of Oz.
and Pantera. He did Primal Concrete.
Yeah,
Cowboy.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, like, me and that dude worked at the same place. He was giving guitar lessons up at Zoo Music, and I still work there. I do the repairs and guitar lessons there. I kind of
killer.
But a lot of stuff I got from him. He's a hell of a player, and I would just pick his brain. Of course, a lot of the magazines that I got, you know, I got from him, and so he was showing me. This was later, so this is like 10 years after when I got into Yngwie. This is like early 2000s. I was still learning that stuff, still like playing those things, and yeah. So that was a long answer. Sorry.
I am a Viking.
That's shit.
Well, man, the reason that I asked you about it's because all that's very important to me. I knew of Yngwie before Rising Force. He was with Steeler.
Yeah, Alcatraz and Steeler.
And then, like, I bought the Alcatraz album the day it came out, you know.
Oh, shit.
I saw he fucked up Steeler because I actually had a record before that Steeler album with Yngwie that was a single, and it was the band Steeler with the song Cold Day in Hell, but then another song called Take Her Down. And it was kind of like Def Leppard or the band Girl, Phil Collins' band before Def Leppard. And it was really fucking cool. So then Yngwie joined, and I didn't really like the record, but I could hear his crazy playing, right?
Oh, yeah, it's undeniable. Yeah.
So when he joined Alcatraz, you know, I got that record, and so I saw Alcatraz, and then got the first Rising Force record the day it came out, saw that tour. So glad you enjoyed it, brother. I damn sure did, too.
Yeah, it was awesome, for sure.
I've always enjoyed Yngwie myself.
You never listened to Yngwie?
Oh, I could talk about a lot.
No, I've always enjoyed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said always enjoyed. I could talk about a lot of guitarists, though.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all seem like y'all would be good in trivia. Would you like to try some?
Nah, fuck. Let's do it. Bring it on.
All right.
Are you looking the answers up on Google or something?
Oh, no. I write these down.
Music trivia with Rick and Dave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the first half of this trivia is going to be alternative airplay. That is modern rock tracks from 1988 to 2020. Modern rock tracks from 1988 to 2020. All right. This solo artist has the most number ones for a female artist and the most on the chart for a soloist. Can you name this artist? It's a she, and I'm pretty sure she is in her early 20s.
Taylor Swift?
No. Younger.
Billie Eilish or what her name is. I can't think of it.
That is correct. Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
4 number
Proud
one
of you,
records.
Big E. That
on
must be
modern
why
rock.
they call you Big E.
That's right.
Respect.
All right. Can you name the act with the most chart entries in modern rock? Who is a huge modern rock artist that would have been huge between 88 and 2020? Not from America.
You got me
Say
stumped.
what?
Okay. Their singer was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize.
You mean new music has come out
wait
in
a
the last
minute.
12 to 15 years?
You too?
That is correct. You
You're
too.
telling me,
You
Dave
too.
Jarvis?
That's
How
right.
do you know music has come out? I had no idea this music had come out over the last 15 years.
It's
Damn.
okay. I pay attention.
All right,
Yes,
I'm listening.
U2, 42 chart entries for modern rock. So that means they breached the top 40 in modern rock 42 times.
Y'all hear my train?
That was beautiful.
Yeah, I'm right by the train tracks.
Nice
I loved
train.
it. I loved
All
it.
right.
Thank you very much.
Since we have country artists on here, let's do some country stuff. Who smoked weed with Jimmy Carter's son on the roof of the White House?
Well, you know who that
Willie?
is.
It's gotta be Willie, right?
Yeah, it's definitely who that is.
It is Willie Nelson, absolutely.
I've heard that story before.
Okay, what 20-year-old future country
Nice
star
recovery.
was in the audience when Johnny Cash did San Quentin?
Merle Haggard, right?
Yeah.
That is correct. Merle Haggard, 20 years old.
Again.
I think Johnny Paycheck might have been in there too. I don't know.
I could see that. All right, here's a good one. What was the most played country song of the 1990s?
Friends in Low Places?
No,
Is it still Garth Brooks though?
it is not Garth Brooks.
So it's George Strait.
It is not George Strait.
Neon Moon?
No, sir. It's Toby Keith.
Toby Quick. Jesus Christ. All right.
Not as good as I once was.
Nope.
Above this bar. No, that was later, I think.
I'm just glad you guys are here to answer these questions.
I'm
I'd be
not a
lost.
tough belief guy.
Okay. The answer is Toby Keith should have been a cowboy.
Okay.
Oh,
that
man,
makes
a
sense.
cowboy.
Yeah. Back when the Dallas Cowboys were winning Super Bowls, that was a big song for sure. Okay, yeah, I got you. I can see
Right.
it.
And that's ironic because he's from Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of the Cowboys, go Cooper Rush. He's still with them. I checked the other day. I was like, is he still? Yeah, he's still their backup quarterback. So we might still have a chance.
Yeah. Okay, here's an old school one. What is the first number one country song? Or what was? Bing Crosby did a very famous cover of it.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I wasn't going back that far. I don't
With
think.
the Andrews sisters.
I feel like I should know the answer to this, but I don't.
It was made into a movie starring William Shatner.
Holy shit.
I think I actually heard something about this the other day, but
Yes, it's a mother and her 2 daughters, and they just go around the West robbing people.
I don't know.
Ty?
I don't know.
All right. The song is Pistol Packin' Mama.
Yeah, I would never got that.
For one, Pistol
Yeah, it's a fantastic song. All right, guys. Final question. When Hank Williams died, what song of his was number one at that very time?
When he died, and one of his last songs. So shit.
Yeah. What was number one when he died?
Your cheating heart?
It's not his song, but like a song, or is it his song?
It's his song. His song,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's about
it's not your cheating heart.
Smoking dope.
It's got to be something ironic, right? Like that would have to do with death, maybe.
No, actually, it's about food.
Oh, it's
Jambalaya.
Hey, good looking, right? What you got cooking?
It's jambalaya. That's
Okay.
right. Jambalaya on the bayou. And that has been your music trivia with Rick and Dave. Thank you very much for playing. You guys have been a wonderful audience.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. You can
That
see
was
this
fun.
and other features every Wednesday with your boys and Rick and Dave. Speaking of which, Zell your money to us and make sure to buy Cowtown Hustlers merchandise whenever you get a chance. And also visit Ty over at Zoom Music because he did wonders for my guitar. I guarantee he'll do wonders for yours as well.
There we
Nice
go.
call.
That's a fact.
Everybody needs a good setup, man.
Hell yeah! Thanks for having us on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, we're not done.
Oh, okay, I thought that was the end. I'm sorry.
No. We like to.
You want a happy story?
I
Yeah.
love happy stories.
You know, Buddy Blaze was my setup man
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
because I have his guitar,
That's awesome.
but he's not with us anymore,
No.
Tyrell.
I know.
Yeah,
He
dude.
passed on. His legacy
And-
will always be here, though.
It's not like I can't set up my guitar, but he's the last one that set it up.
Right.
And he had done it a few times prior to that and was just so cool about it. He was like excited to have the guitar because it was his, you know.
Sure.
It meant something to him, and he'd have it like restrung and back to me what seemed like 5 minutes, and I'd be like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I remember I met him a couple times. He was a good dude.
Very
Yeah.
good guy.
Guitar
Very good guy.
master.
All right, so there's your happy story, Dave Jarvis.
Oh, good.
And a
I'm
shout
all.
out to
Yeah,
Tyrell Joe.
I'm flabbergasted and periwinkled.
Periwinkle, huh?
I've achieved my goals.
Oh
How
yeah.
did you know?
So fucking Ty showed me Road Warrior for the first time. By the way, thank you very much. Life changing experience. By the way.
Fuck yeah.
So seeing Road Warrior and then seeing Fury Road, I was like, Fury Road just seems like Road Warrior with a bigger budget. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm down with that. I mean, so the same director, George Miller, he created that universe. You know, he oddly enough, this is a crazy trivia. He's also the director of Happy Feet, the fucking kids movie.
No shit.
Yeah. So but he also directed all four Mad Maxes. So Mad Max 2, Road Warrior, Beyond Thunderdome, and Fury Road. That's all his. It's his creation. And to me, cinematically, it's that scene at the end of 2, Road Warrior, the big chase scene with the truck.
Yeah.
That is still the pinnacle of action scene. I've never seen anything like it because it happens like real life. Truck's going down, a car comes up to the left. This happens. They're shooting fire at them. Somebody throws a snake in the car. It's like there's so much chaos following this big rig around that, like, to this day when you watch it, it's your senses are overloaded, you know. But the story is pretty simple. There's nothing to it. Desolate. They don't really talk about the backstory much. It's just this is what happens when government fucks up and nuclear annihilation happens, and these are the fucking creatures left on this planet. And you know, there's a lot of rape and pillage and fucking pirate world. You know, it's pretty much. And then as far as, you know, Fury Road, you could tell a million different Mad Max stories because they purposely don't go too much into the story. It's just like, hey, dude, survive. That's the point. So to me, it's like where Thunderdome was the only one that they tried to put. You remember the Tina Turner one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was cool, but it was
I
like
like that song she had for that, the Thunderdome song.
Oh yeah, and
Good.
We don't need another hero.
We don't need a better way home.
So awesome, but yeah, it's like you know, I always think of that one being the weird one. Like Fury Road fits right in line with, you know, the other ones to me, because it's just like there's not much story. It's just like you've got. I mean, you can read whatever you want into the an allegory on, you know, money and whatever, and the oil companies and all that. You can read whatever you want in there. I don't know exactly what George Miller was going for. I just know when you watch it as a moviegoer, it fits right in the narrative of like there's nobody really winning. Everybody's fucked. You know, it's just this shitty place. But inevitably, there's going to be one dude with the power, and that's the dude that was actually the actor in the first film, Toe Cutter, right? Like, he came back and then played Immortan Joe in Fury Road, which is same actor, different character, but it's just kind of cool. It's the same dude. But yeah, the dude that gets his face thing ripped off, you know, and his jaw's all fucked up, you know what I'm talking about?
I do. Hey, real quick, can you read your monitor? Lady Luck.
Yeah.
Medical condition.
Quentin Keithan, out of Fury, had the same medical condition she had, but can walk. Rest in peace. So I guess he has passed on to the nether.
Yeah, that's sad. Yeah.
Thank you, Lady Luck. It's good to see you blowing up. Love the shirt, Tyrell. So Metallica.
Thanks. Yeah.
Metal up your ass, everybody.
Got the Doors shirt on. Yeah.
If we could get a Cowtown Hustlers song on a Mad Max soundtrack, what song would it be?
18 wheel. Come on, man. Yeah. It's gotta be, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
In fact, you know what we should do for the video for that song is just have the chase scene from Mad Max 2. Just have that the video. It's the most exciting footage ever recorded anyway, you know, and it's like...
And have your 18-wheeler out front the whole way?
Yeah, exactly. Well, why not?
Intersperse it with footage from Jeepers Creepers and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally learned how to sing driving an 18-wheeler. I was just, driving over the road and just singing in the cab. I don't know. That's how I taught myself how to sing.
Well, contact Mike Lambert for your videos here locally from...
What do you like to sing along to, Eric?
Oh, man, anything that sounds good, to be honest with you. I mean, I love it all. Country, classic rock. I'll sing anything.
Can we hear an Eric version of Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
Oh, man. I love that song because of Goonies and shit. Well, that was in Goonies, wasn't it?
That was not in Goonies, sorry.
That was a different song, right? Girls just want to have fun.
There it is.
Yeah, have fun. I love Cindy, though, man. I love Cindy Lauper. I mean, Time After Time, man. That's a great song.
Wasn't her uncle like the wrestler Lou Albano? Like,
he was in that video, right?
Yeah. They're like,
yeah.
It's like kind of crazy. I would have never put them two together, but I guess they're related. It's pretty cool.
I didn't even know that, but I noticed he was in the video, so he gave me a little info there.
Well, they were
right. A little bit more trivia.
Yeah. Do some real. Anytime Lou Albano comes up, it's a good interview, right?
Yeah, especially when he's playing Mario.
Hey, that's another thing. Now I've got the episode on VHS where Cyndi Lauper's in the episode, and it's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, and it's old VHS.
No shit.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
And then into Muddy Waters on there. That's what I'm talking about. I love some Muddy Waters.
Lady Luck has rolled the die your way.
There you go.
Muddy Waters.
Or we could. Oh, this is cool. I don't know if you can see that painting back there. Let me see if I can put it in frame here.
Sure.
That painting right there. That was done by James Hinkle. He's a local artist. He's also a blues guy. He's kind of Fort Worth famous, but he also does paintings. I didn't know that.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's Leadbelly. So if you're, he's one of my favorite. I'm a big Leadbelly fan. So yeah, pretty cool. So if you like Muddy Waters, check out some Leadbelly stuff too. I love all the old blues.
Definitely check out Leadbelly for sure.
Just a good crying lead guitar.
Yeah, he's just old school, man. He's the one that wrote that. What's the one that Nirvana made?
My Girl. Wow, where did you sleep last night?
Where did you sleep last night? That's his. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wrote that song. Old school Leadbelly stuff. So.
Yeah, but I think Leadbelly's song is called "In the Pines."
Yeah, and the pines, where the sun ever shines. That's great.
I love that
song. Those lyrics are fucking disturbing, man.
He fucking killed the dude. Yeah.
He's talking about
again.
his head was. his head was found in a steering wheel, but his body never was found. It's like, damn, that's gruesome.
As it should be.
Do that again. I'm going to ask you to pick up your guitar.
Hell yeah. Let's do that. I'm sure we got some guitars around here. Eric, you got one, man? Play us a song, Eric.
Oh, I'm going to go get it. Go get it. Give me a second.
Hell yeah. Y'all have live recordings on here? Or does it sound good enough for that? Or
We're about to find out.
No, it picks up your audio. That's what it does. If your audio sucks, it's going to suck, right? If you're way over redlining or something, it's going to suck.
Yeah,
but if your audio is good, it'll pick it up. This is a professional studio here.
Yeah, we're totally professional around here.
I'm using my professional phone. So.
That's what I'm saying. That's professional in 2023.
Hey,
welcome.
Hell yeah.
You're wearing your professional Metallica shirt.
I got tickets to go see Metallica, and I'm going to be wearing this one.
Oh, you're going to be outside in August, you brave soul.
I thought it was inside, isn't it? Yeah.
Speaking of that, Tyrell Cho, welcome. This is the first time ever we've had this contest, but you are the winner. Next week, we are going to have a Metallica Pantera show with some special guests. So you're welcome to come in on the show next week. Spend the whole, 2 hours if you like. But you're also cool just spending 10 minutes and give us your cool Metallica story or your cool Pantera story. Because we're all going to get some power, vulgar display of power for the new level of Pantera and Metallica coming up here on the 18th.
Let's do it. That sounds like a winner right there.
Dave
hey,
Jarvis,
everybody. We're all going to get played.
I have an announcement, David.
What's up?
I have tickets.
Do you? Yeah. The man's got tickets, people.
To Metallica.
I did not.
Did you blow somebody else's brains out for that?
Hey, you're not my band member.
Oh, sorry. Did you make somebody an offer they couldn't refuse?
It is Metallica. It is Metallica.
Yes.
It's Pantera.
I know them well. Yes.
Yeah, I have. Let's just leave it at that. I have 2 tickets.
All right.
So I will attend the show with my brother Tyrell. And
all right.
Next week we're really going to have a couple of special guests. So Tyrell, if you want to come back, and hang out,
I'll check it out. Hell yeah.
Cool. That sounds like a blast.
Doesn't it, Dave Jarvis? It's all about the BYBO.
BO.
You're going to have James Hetfield and Phil Anselmo next week? Man, that's awesome. I will definitely tune in. That's awesome.
Bro, I can have James Hetfield and Phil Anselmo this week.
Hell yeah.
You ask, goddamn, and you shall receive.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Hell yeah.
We're going far beyond hand jobs.
Those are great pictures, man. That's awesome. That's cool. It's so weird seeing James play anything but an Explorer from back then. It's so cool. That's pretty close to an Explorer. That ML that he's playing, that old Dean. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's before he put the Floyd on it, right? No, it's got a Floyd. It's just still got the V tailpiece. He hadn't took it off yet. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty awesome.
Isn't that awesome, bro? And then that Charvel there, I know the guy that owns it still, so.
Buzz is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How you doing over there, Eric?
I'm just sitting here, man. Got this.
All right. Hey, give us a little ditty.
I guess we'll do 18 Wheels. I mean, we got some other shit. And this is the most popular one. At least original-wise.
Hey, Ricky, can you turn down the music? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Hang on, I'm getting there. Yep. Production.
Hey, we ain't gonna get the guitar in here, but it don't matter. You guys hear me?
Absolutely.
All right. Got another load. Head for the East Coast. It's like I'm not coming home to you. You know I love you, darling, and I wish I was there with you. This is something I just gotta do. 18 wheels in the wind. Get me home once again. 18 wheels in the wind. You're gonna carry me home once again. Doesn't sound right without a lead.
Ooh, oh, yeah.
From the place that I've been that I wish you could have seen. The beauty of the red, white, and blue. This truck down my body will listen me everywhere. Never felt right without you. 18 wheels in the wind. Get me home once again. 18 wheels in the wind. Gonna carry me home once again. Insert lead guitar. Gotta live in Dallas and I'm coming home to you. Bringing all my love for you. This time between us has been hard on both of us. But this love still don't trust. Oh yeah, 18 wheels of an wind. Take me home once again. 18 wheels of an wind. Gonna carry me home. Let's shorten it up there a little bit. When Tyrell plays with me, we'll just keep going for 20 minutes fucking with the leads. Yeah. Tyrell's known for his 19, 20-minute leads, you know.
I'll take as long as you want, man.
Only when somebody tells us to hurry up, like that.
That's when we're gonna do it.
Yeah, don't ever tell me that. Hey man, last song, y'all hurry this up. Fuck you.
Usually Butch looks over at Tyrell and is like, dude, that 19-minute solo.
Yeah, I just go, baby. You don't rush music. Music just happens, man.
That was beautiful, man. That was absolutely lovely.
Yeah, and I can
I wish
see
we
what
would
you're
have had Tyrell
talking about.
on that one.
A song that simple, it lends itself to a lot of, things.
Yep.
You can feel your way around it really quick.
Hell yeah.
Sure. That was fun.
How long did it take to write that one?
I don't know. I don't even remember writing it, to be honest. I wrote that probably 7 or 8 years ago, probably something like that.
Why, goddamn, if I were cruising my 18-wheeler down the road, that's the song I would like front end, top end, center while I'm southbound and down, baby.
I think maybe we should call the album 18 Wheels.
When you left the end of that song off, too, my favorite part.
I know. You know I don't like to do that last part.
I love it. That's the cool part, dude.
All right. We'll just do the little last part. Because my heart will always be in Texas, and my heart will always sing to you. If I listen to the wind, it takes me home again. My heart will always be in Texas. My heart will always be in Texas. I always forget the last part, honestly. I don't know why.
Texas.
That was lovely.
Direct us to Texas. I've heard that song.
No, I said, fuck you. We're from Texas.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Well,
I know. Ray Wiley Hubbard has that. Screw you. We're from Texas.
Yeah, Dave's got that song.
Well, it rhymes with your harmony.
Hell yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Was that the first Cowtown Hustlers song, or was it like a batch of songs?
I don't know. It's just a song we're gonna record for sure.
I
I
can't
love
remember
it,
what
dude.
the first
Nice, simple driving tune.
Yeah. I mean, me and Tyrell were playing that song 6, 7 years ago. So,
Does
but,
does Butch write?
I think he's trying to write some stuff right now. To be honest with you, I know he's got some music I got, and he said he was going to try to put some words to it. So I couldn't come up with nothing to it. So maybe.
And how about this new drummer of yours? Does he write?
I don't know.
one? I know he does. Yeah, he's told me he does. Yeah, so we might have to have a sit down with some head-to-head stuff. Just kind of
Yeah.
Right, get some Don Henley shit going on.
You're right. Exactly.
For sure.
Worked for the Eagles, right?
So, are you a CCR fan or an Eagles fan?
Both.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Wow. I just
Eagles. And I grew up on CCR, like
Yep.
Tyrell Choate. Like, I grew up on Black Sabbath, Aerosmith, the good shit, Led Zeppelin. But, prior to that was CCR and the Hollies and
hell yeah.
the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and a lot of really cool music.
Yeah, we had Stonehaven on, and I tried to introduce them to the Who, but they're young, so it'll take them a little while.
Yeah,
Those guys are good. We played a show with them once.
The who?
No, Stonehaven.
I know.
We played a show with them. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Roger Daltrey and Big E, man, doing Bob O'Reilly. That's
Oh,
the shit
yeah.
right there.
Yeah, I was there.
It was awesome.
My really cool Who story is that I saw the movie Tommy in 1978 when I was 12 years old at the Dallas Coliseum over there in the Cotton Bowl area because the next day was the Texas Jam
Oh,
where I
shit.
saw Van Halen for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Ted Nugent, Aerosmith, Journey, Heart, some killer
I'd love to
bands.
see all that.
Yeah.
It
everything-
was
I
killer.
mean,
It was the very first Texas Jam in 1978, and I was 12 years old. Okay,
That must have been badass
so
to see.
I hitchhiked. Well, life is what's badass, and that's what we're doing tonight. But I'm sharing the story. I hitchhiked my ass down there, and got down there early enough, and I was well taken. By the time I was 12, I was a hustler, motherfuckers. Right? That's
Yeah.
why I'm there. And so one of my probably third time ever in my life that I did microdot was that night and saw the movie Tommy after I watched the band Blackfoot win the Battle of the Bands over there.
hell yeah.
So, and then the next day was the Texas Jam. So that's my Who story. I saw the movie Tripping Balls that night, and then the Texas Jam the next day. And that's how, like, being a beast is and what it's all about in Texas.
Amen. That is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Enjoying your favorite band on drugs. That's what it's like to be a musician in Texas.
At 12 motherfucking years old, motherfuckers. I have no shame, I was medicating correctly. I'm telling you, I grew up so fast. Cheers to all the kids in the streets doing it right.
Most definitely. Do you think that movie still holds up, Tommy?
Probably. Yeah, theoretically for me it does. I'm the pinball wizard, so yeah, I think it does. Yeah, I think the whole concept of what Who is all about is timeless.
Hell yeah.
No. Are there any?
All the way up to the Who Are You record.
Oh yeah. Are there any artists that are working currently that are still doing well that y'all admire and look up to?
Yeah. Tons.
Yeah.
Names, damn it, we need names.
Metallica. Yeah, Metallica's new album's awesome. So Megadeth's new stuff's right up there. I love it. It's really good.
Fuck yeah, good call.
Any
Fuck.
any youngins?
I don't know if you. I mean, the younger.
Just any other bands.
Mammoth is really good. So
Yeah, dude, Mammoth is awesome.
And they're on this show.
I'm real into them. So that's really cool. Yeah, I guess that would be one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah. Are y'all Taylor Swift fans?
No.
Shake it out, shake it out, shake it
Well,
out.
I might have to listen to some of her music, and maybe I'll have an opinion then.
Just speed it up.
And her dad, that mullet guy.
No,
that's Miley.
Narrow it down there.
Yeah, that's
That's
Miley
the
Cyrus.
that's the wrecking ball girl.
Yeah, I get them mixed up. I don't know any Taylor Swift. Like gun to my head, I couldn't even tell you one.
Yeah, you do. She does shake it off. Shake it off. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you. It's like going through the grocery store and you're like, fuck, now that song's stuck in my head.
I might have heard it, but like on your cover, it's not
I'm
ringing any bells.
I'm proud of you, or I suck, and that's just as good. So
No, I don't hardly listen to any radio stuff.
well, for what it's worth, I prefer the heavy metal version that includes the mic drop.
There you go.
It's pretty cool.
Do y'all got any cool concerts that y'all are going to soon?
Besides Metallica, like,
Right, besides Metallica.
I'm gonna go see Steel Woods next month. If you guys haven't heard them, you should check them out. Those guys are badass.
Steel Woods.
Yeah, they do a nice Black Sabbath cover too, and they're a country band, but I guess kind of like Southern rock.
Where are they playing at?
I'm not sure. I have to find out. I know we're going though.
Oh, nice. Oh, Ricky, I just heard an amazing cover of Nothing Else Matters by Chris Stapleton, which I think you should probably give a listen to. It's actually really cool.
That guy's good.
I really like Chris Stapleton.
Your engineer is trying to find the Steel Woods band at the moment, and I think I found them. I found something that says Steel Woods on Facebook.
Yeah.
The Steel Woods is in an orange
Yeah, I
logo.
think that's right.
All right, I'll bring it up on the screen here.
They even went out on tour with Cody Jinks here recently.
okay, go.
I'll wait for you.
All right.
All right, there it is.
Yep, those are the guys.
Where are they playing at?
I don't know, man. I can't remember where they were playing at. They may be playing at Billy Bob's. I'm not sure.
Right, I'll scroll
Ooh,
down.
y'all would sound great at Billy Bob's.
I would love to play there.
Is Filthy McNasty still around?
Yep.
Yeah.
T-Bone still plays up there every Sunday.
Yeah, that's another venue I think y'all would do well at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Butch talked to them about that. We need to get that set up.
We were talking about Pantera. That's my first time I ever met Pantera was at Billy Bob at a Willie Nelson concert.
There you go. This is Dallas. I don't know.
Whoa! Wait the fuck on. You saw Willie at Billy Bob's?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. When was that?
Late 90s.
No shit.
97, 98, right around there. Yeah.
Holy
I've still
fuck,
got
that's so
the shirt
cool.
that I was wearing. I still have it where it was autographed by Dimebag and Vinnie Paul. I still have you. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that was pretty awesome night. Obviously we meant that much. I never got rid of the shirt. You never forget that I was a kid. That was those dudes were like the most approachable like rock stars ever. Everybody in town's got a million Pantera stories. That's the cool thing. It's for a reason. They were just so cool.
You could just be sitting in a bar and they come walking in. You wouldn't even expect to see them.
I'm gonna go get the shirt and show it to you guys. I'll be right back.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna go get my beer.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll just say I saw Willie Nelson back in, I'd say like 2013, I think, and it was Willie Nelson, John Mellencamp, and Bob Dylan. And
that's a hell of a combo.
And dude, Mellencamp stole that shit. Mellencamp was fucking amazing, dude.
I believe that, man. The Mellencamp's always great.
Here's the shirt. So this is my Led Zeppelin shirt I was wearing the night that I met him, and then I'll show you the autographs. Let's see. That's Vinnie Paul's autograph right there,
So cool.
and Dimebag right there.
All right, hold it up a little closer.
Autograph the kids' asses.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So there's Dime, and here's.
Does
Vinnie
it say
Paul.
dime bag? Is that what it says?
Hold on, I guess. Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, it just says Dimebag. So not. Let's see if I can get that in front. Not
Dude,
Daryl
that's
Adams.
so fucking cool. Stairway to, not Stairway to
That's
Heaven. That's
House of the
Houses of the Holy.
Yeah, it says Dimebag right there.
Oh, goddamn,
And-
dude. So cool.
Vinnie Paul. It has a date on it, Vinnie Paul, so that's cool. Was that? Can y'all read that? 1997, 98.
8. It looks like an 8. If it's
Yeah,
7
98.
and 8, it's closer to an 8.
So
than a
look
7.
at the night that Willie Nelson played Billy Bob's in 1998, and that's when that shirt's from. So that was,
Yeah, I've heard stories about that show.
that was pretty awesome.
Great
he
story.
Was he touring on that reggae album?
I don't remember him playing any reggae that night, but my dad was in cahoots with Pootie, who was Willie's like road manager. He worked with my dad and helped my dad. My dad Terry Choate made albums, and so Pootie kind of gave us the hookup. We got to go backstage and all that stuff, and then that's where I met Pantera, and it was just like, I mean, it was cool. Like at the time, I didn't quite appreciate Willie like I do now. Like at the time, I wish I would have. I was a heavy metal kid, like Yngwie, Metallica.
Obviously, you were a heavy metal kid, man. It's so cool to be talking to you.
Absolutely, and so that was it was just one of those nights, and you couldn't miss them. I had the pink beard and shit, and then there's my heroes just standing there. And I'm from Granbury, so if I'd have been from Fort Worth, I'd have probably heard all the cool stories about how approachable they were. But that was a big deal growing up in Granbury, and then just seeing how approachable these dudes were. And I just thought, man, they were down to sign stuff and just be cool. And then later with All Fug Guys, we ended up being able to play a couple of Vinnie Paul's parties. So we played like the last 3 or 4 Super Bowl parties. My band was the one that played his Super Bowl parties, and that was cool. And it was, but obviously, like Dime was long gone at that point. It's like, man, how cool would that have been had he been around to? Because Vinnie Paul got up and jammed with us on drums a couple of times. We did that Alice in Chains song, "Man in the Box" and stuff. There's video footage of that. It's so awesome. It's just like these great. It all comes back together. Kind of stories and.
I've been to a couple of those Super Bowl parties with Whiskey Dick when they played over there.
Yep.
It was always a good time.
It's so awesome.
What are y'all's favorite Pantera albums?
I actually like that Reinventing
hey,
Steel
real
album.
quick, could I bring attention to the chats because we have hedonistic punk vatos.
Renee.
Hello,
How's it
Pete.
going, dude?
All right, and then also
Saw Bill Girl in there.
Let me, if you don't mind, share my Dimebag Daryl Abbott signatures real quick.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Diamond Daryl. Look at that. That's old school.
Oh,
Diamond
shit.
Daryl. Yeah. What is that? Custring? That's an original master print.
This is from the Projects in the Jungle record.
That's a test pressing, man.
And back then, remember, their dad owned a studio,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So they
exactly.
had,
Antigo.
connections to people who pressed this stuff, right? And tape recorders and recordings weren't the same back then. To get a recording that you could really listen to, you needed to press it. And so they did this kind of stuff.
Yeah. We auctioned off. We did the test pressing for Cosmic Trigger. So I know what they look like. That is awesome.
All right, well,
they didn't make a bunch of those, dude. That's got to be rarer than hen's teeth.
You see my name on there?
Yeah, Ricky. Yeah.
Okay, well, so Dime handed this to me long before the record came out, maybe 6 months or so. And this is Heavy Metal Rules, which is Heavy Metal Rules. Yeah.
It's cool that he signed it twice too.
Heavy metal rules.
It's badass, man.
That's our heavy metal. Thank you, Dime.
Hell yeah.
So the other side is like fire. Like fire. Bow, bow. It's kind of a Def Leppard sounding song, you know, but it's kick ass. I love it to this day. You know, I still listen to all of that stuff on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And so that's my Dimebag Daryl Abbott autograph. Thank you, everybody. Carry on, Dave Jarvis.
Oh, we're good. Yeah.
Everybody, your host tonight with the trains, Dave Jarvis.
Yeah. Those ain't my trains.
Yeah.
Those are Big East trains, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally coming from here, yeah.
I run trains. I don't schedule them.
No, I said our host tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, trains. We appreciate your participation in the chats.
Oh, yeah.
Those are those heavily loaded trains coming out of Bridgeport. I'm up here in Newark, so anyways, I'm right on the train tracks.
Hey, it don't get heavier than that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great to have things like that happen when I'm talking about people like Dime that I love personally,
Fuck
and
yeah.
that Tyrell Choate loves personally, and
Yeah.
we all have like personal connections.
This
He
is a
got a
pretty
dime poured a bottle of Crown down my throat one time
There
for
it
my
is,
birthday.
Metal Magic, everybody.
Oh,
Really?
The very first.
How did that
record.
work out for you, Eric?
You know, I don't remember too much the rest of that night. I was up there at the clubhouse, and it was my birthday. You know, my buddies took me out there, and Dime and Vinny came walking in there with their whole, you know, entourage, as you call it, anyways.
Nice.
And we had already been holding the table for them because the bouncer asked us, like, "Hey man, that's Vinny's table. Will you hold it for him?" They're like, "Yeah." And we were already sitting there. When we come in, like, "Hey, these guys been holding the table. They're fans, and it's his fucking birthday." And Don's like, "It's your birthday, dude." It's like, "Open your mouth and put your head back." And he just all a crown down my throat, dude. And I didn't even. That's
Then he
the first
shoved
time
his
I
dick
actually
down
met
your
him,
throat.
you know? Yeah, I got pretty sick, but worth it.
That's how a good number of pornos start. Tilt your head back and go, ah.
Yeah. I was like, I wasn't going to tell, you know, anybody else said that to me, there's no way in hell I would have done that. But, you know, Dimebag asked you to chug a bottle of Crown. I'm like, okay.
The last thing you saw was a pink goatee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was actually like a month or so before, you know, he got murdered. To be honest with you, I think it was.
Yeah.
Sometime in that time period. So long after that.
Fucking terrible, man. Just terrible.
So I actually ran into him the next week. I'm at seeing Ted Nugent at the Bronco Bowl, and I'm sitting up in the top, just relaxing, and all of a sudden, him and his bodyguard's name, Amuth or something like that, right? They come walking down the steps, and he sees me, and he recognizes me from the weekend before, and he comes over and just sits down beside me, and he's just sitting there bullshitting with me. Anyway, it was a good memory seeing Ted Nugent and Dimebag, you know.
Damn right.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, like you said, he recognized me from the week before, you know. So. Hey, that's that guy we poured liquor down his throat.
Love that.
I sent that guy to the hospital.
Yeah.
Or at least he didn't have to pour it on you.
Yeah. And literally, my buddy was getting kicked out. I saw him down there at the floor, and he was getting kicked out for being so drunk. And right at the end of the show, I see them dragging him out. And Dime says, "Hey, man, you want to go back and meet Ted with us?" I was like, "Nah, man, I got to get my friend down there." He's like, "Man, you're one hell of a dude." It's like anybody turned down Dimebag Daryl to meet fucking Ted Nugent to help his friend out, you know? It's like, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? I think my buddy's about to go to prison jail, you know, for the night.
Badass story, man.
Enough about that story.
Hey, I love it, man. I love hearing that shit. I really do.
I can tell you my least favorite Pantera record is this one, but not Great Southern Trendkill. It's this pressing of it. They cut floods off before the solo's done on the pressing. Like, so it's just like, if you listen to it, my favorite solo, it just gets cut off. Like, it just whacks off.
Where was it pressed at? Who
This
made
is
the record?
It's one of the Rhino ones.
Huh.
So don't buy this copy. You'll get well. I mean, if you just want it as a collector's item, but I'll listen to my shit, you know. And
So is it a remix? Is it a remix, Tyrell?
It's got to be because it's got the 180 gram. The original wouldn't have been printed on 180 grams. So yeah, I don't know what year this came out. The serial number is R1, so I would think that's like a reissue type thing.
Crazy that shit happens, man.
Yeah,
It probably has something to do with money, like the Ozzy Osbourne records.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just
People don't realize they own Ozzy Osbourne records that don't have the original Blizzard of Oz members on it.
Yep.
The world didn't find out till 30 years later.
Yep.
Oh shit.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Well, yeah. It's Mike Borden from Faith No More and Trujillo re-recorded the bass line and the drums for the album. Now they tried to make it sound as close as they could, but when you hear it on the radio stuff now, that's what you're hearing is those mixes, those recordings with it.
When the original bass player was Bob Daisley, and he was not only the original bass player, but he really was the songwriter, like you're talking about, Eric. It's not like Ozzy sit there with these guys holed up in a, hotel room or something, or a studio. No, Bob Daisley did with, the drummer's name's not coming to my mind at the
Lee
moment.
Kerslake, right?
Thank you, Lee something. I forget. That's real close, his last name.
Kerslake.
It's real close, but either way, respect, because I think he's dead now. But there's a whole big story behind everything that happened, and but it happened, and that's the music business, folks.
It is.
So they were the original songwriters. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're who I personally credit for making Randy Rhoads who as Randy Rhoads today. And my evidence is that if you go back and listen to the Quiet Riot records, which are substantial, they stand on their own, but they're not incredible. They're not next level. Something happened with Randy Rhoads, and I'm telling you what happened was Lee Kerslake, and Bob Daisley. Yep. That's what happened to Randy Rhoads.
For sure. Yep.
So the Randy Rhoads that you know and love, you have Bob Daisley and Lee Kerslake to thank for it, not as much as I love Tommy Aldridge or the drummer you mentioned, and, another bass player, But that's what happened was Sharon Osbourne had the songs re-recorded to get the bass players out to settle the court settlement. And of course they kept it all under the rug until 20 or 30 years later, until she put it right back in your face.
Yeah. It happened.
No, it's the music business, man.
Yeah.
It's what we were talking about earlier. What are you going to do? What do artists do today? And I said you find friends with barns in the country.
Sure.
You make creative merchandise. You figure out a way to actually, instead of social media being an obstacle and a problem, a challenge, you turn it into something that actually fucking works for you.
That's the trick.
Yeah. When Cowtown Hustlers released their first album, how do you want it to be? What albums do you want it to be compared to?
I don't know that I want it to be compared to anybody. Can have our own sound. But I guess our influences, obviously. But I don't even know where to go with that. How about you, Ty?
Jason Aldean. He's getting all the shit right now. Say we sound like him, so we sell a bunch of albums.
I say we parody the song like Tonight and call it "Don't Try Doing This in My Asshole."
Yeah,
we could reconfigure some words. Yeah, we can make that happen. I'll get Hank on that.
There you go. We'll make it happen.
Well, gentlemen, we are coming to the end of this interview, and so I will end this the way that I always end it with all of our guests. Tyrell, how do you want to be remembered?
However it happens, it happens. I don't really think about it. I'm gonna die one day, and when I'm gone, just I don't know, fondly, I guess. Like remember the good time.
Very good. Eric, how do you want to be remembered, brother?
Well, I really don't want to be remembered as an asshole, so I don't.
Too late, brother.
Too late, right? So, anyways, I'll try to, correct that a little bit.
Well,
Yeah, I don't
cool.
have a good answer either.
And
Well,
with
we will
that
always
in
remember
mind,
you as wonderful people.
I thought I'd
Yeah,
bring
man.
this graphic up one more time so we could all remember.
Yeah, we don't even sit down anymore. Now we're all standing up.
Yeah, we've all lost weight since then. We look pretty good
Yeah.
now.
Warren Garza said that Tyrell wasn't allowed to play acoustic guitar anymore in the band, so we don't do that anymore either.
I'm not allowed, so that's an old interview or old picture. I mean,
Well, hey, with a drummer, it sounds really exciting. So I'm, really happy about where you guys are going with this. And then also every Tuesday night over at Home Plate. That
That's right.
sounds like a good
Big-
time to all you broken musicians out there with nothing else better to do.
Come on, bring it on.
Yeah,
And all music welcome. Just jam, just hang out with us, and
decent drink prices too. I mean, it's not like on the rail, or. So.
well, didn't the rail shut down? They're gone.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it was
Probably because
cheaper
of
than it
drink
was.
prices.
Hey, where's
Yeah.
that dime party going to be at? Is that going to be moved to Big Rob's also?
I think
That's my
so.
question.
Yeah, I think I saw something about that.
All right. Well, I hope you're remembered also for your career finding its spark here with us. Blow your brains out. And from here, it's just to the outer nether worlds.
Right. And thanks for having us on, man.
Absolutely, thanks.
That's right. Onward and upward, I say, gentlemen. Well, I know that I myself, and I know Ricky as well, are very excited for everything that is coming out for the future of Cowtown Hustlers. Let the people at home know the links that they can contact you or check out your newest stuff.
Yeah, just look us up on Facebook and Cowtown Hustlers. Check our Facebook page out. We got all kinds of links on there and stuff.
It's not like there's 20 other Cowtown Hustlers or anything. You just type
Yeah.
into Facebook like that, and you're going to get your boys.
Uh-huh.
Wonderful.
Now, there is a
We'll see
clothing
y'all.
company called Certified Hustlers out of Fort Worth now, too. I think they stole our name. But
Of course, they always do.
mhm.
Especially if you have something good to offer.
Hell yeah. Cool, man.
It's called inspiration. It's something that you have to take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, man. Well, I got to say thank y'all very much for hanging out with us on this beautiful Wednesday evening at the end of July. Thank you for sharing your insights with your boys and blow your brains out.
Hell yeah, brother. Thanks for having us.
The pleasure is all ours. Ladies and gentlemen, from Cowtown Hustlers, thank you. Ty, thank you, Eric. Ricky, always a pleasure, brother. I love every Wednesday with you. I love every moment with you.
That's what we do, man. We love the moment together.
Yeah, right?
That's what's special about it. That's why I'm very appreciative to you for capturing it with me for the rest of the world to enjoy.
Oh, dude, the pleasure is all mine. Are we going to do some concert calendar, or it's about
you
time to
don't
call it a
mind,
night?
If you
I don't mind at all.
I
You
can't read
gentlemen,
it.
you gentlemen are welcome to stick around and check out the concert calendar, see what's going on around the Metroplex coming up.
Cool.
Okay. So, let's see. We have July 29th, so that is Saturday?
These
I
are
believe-
Growl Records shows.
Okay,
Both of
Growl
them.
Records. All right, so July 29th, we have True Grit, Earth Rot, Heat, Kind Eyes, and Ballista. And then July 29th, also Division Brewery. We have the Oxys, the Odyssey, Hot Cake, Hand Grenade.
Kick ass. I'm proud of you, man. That's really good.
I'm doing my best.
Well, I could have made it easy on you and just pulled this one up.
Oh, good. Let's see.
The only
Okay.
exception is this includes Thursday night, so that's tomorrow night.
Okay, so the Ballista show is on Thursday night, Growl. Friday night, we have High Desert Queen, Slumbering Sun, and Stone Machine Electric. Fuck yeah,
That
dude.
band is awesome. I do love
Dude, Stone Machine Electric is fucking amazing.
That's this Friday.
That's Friday, yeah. And Saturday is Odyssey, Oxys, Hot Cake, Hand Grenade, oh, and Killer Hearts.
It's those
All right.
same bands. It's these flyers
Right.
here. It's
Okay,
those
so
same
Killer
bands.
Hearts is the headliner. Okay, cool.
You got it. All right, everybody. You know that Arlington, Texas always is, always has been, always will be your downtown destination party spot.
All right. Wednesday, July 26th. So tonight, Ridgely Lounge till 11 p.m. All right, so that show's about to end.
There you go. Go over there and see if you can find some uglies hanging around.
Okay.
But also, whoa, every Tuesday. So I've got Magnolia here, but this is only once a month.
Yeah, it's the last Tuesday of each month. So I think this next Tuesday should be the 31st.
Yeah, is that it?
Okay. Or it
Everybody
might not
head
be.
out
I
to
don't know.
Magnolia and play your songs. It should be a good time if you can play a song. Hey, Tyrell, do you know anything about that? Oh, he already left us.
Oh, okay. Tomorrow night, July 27th, Thursday at Granada Theater, we have Cinderella's Tom Kiefer Band.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, sir. Let's see. Saturday, we got Tin Pool, Last of the Sane, Spine Cell, and Bad Lives over at Big Rob's.
That's right. It's a big Rob show. So
Yeah.
I want to thank you, Dave Jarvis, for hanging around. I want to thank all of our listeners for hanging around for this concert calendar. I think it's very important and vital to the Dallas-Fort Worth music community. So thank you for being here. How about this show?
My pleasure. All right, so we got Molten Metal with Creeper, Coilback, our friend from Lou Morris, Vane, our
That
brothers
kick ass.
and friends at Vane and Infinity Vane, and also Lacerated Within. So that will be at Haltom Theater on September 30th.
All right, so kick ass. We're going to be promoting that for a little while. So back to this weekend. This is this Friday and Saturday at the Maverick.
Okay, July 28th, we have at Mavericks a music concert, Back to Vinyl. Okay, and then Saturday, August 26th, we have Other Oddities, Disciples of Canis, Trooper, and To Pinch a Something.
Proud of you, man. All right, and so moving on.
Okay, let's see. We got
How about
Labor
Vane and Warhog at
Warhog
O'Reilly's,
and-
everybody.
Labor 12. I don't know what the date is. I can't see it.
It's August the 8th, so it's
August.
a few weeks away. We'll be promoting it for a little while.
Okay.
But
And
this
then,
Saturday, the 29th,
Yeah, we got our brothers in Rivethead, Steve, Mike, and fuck, I want to
Bud.
say his name was
Bud.
Ben. I want to say the
Yeah.
bassist's name was Ben. Okay, our friend.
well,
Prestige.
everybody go back to Outlaw Video TV on YouTube and watch the video that Dave Jarvis, Rick E. Warden, Blow Your Brains Out with Rivethead. It's classic, and there will be another and more.
Oh, most definitely.
But this Saturday, the 29th, Rivethead, Lud.
Perceived and Lotus Throat and Defunct Red over at Reno's.
How about that? Reno's has got a good show.
Oh yeah.
Fucking A.
All right, our friends in Vane and Infinity Vane tomorrow night over at Big Rob's.
A Thursday
And then-
night show, everybody.
Right, and then O'Reilly's Friday, August 11th. We got Fade the Ace, Infinity Vane again, and Karma Inc. Sounds
That's
like a
kind
good
of cool,
night.
right? A Thursday
Absolutely.
night show at Big Rob's.
Mm-hmm. Oh
A
yeah.
couple of cool bands. You know, that Infinity Vane, man, they're really good.
Oh, most definitely.
Those people are trained musicians. If you go back and watch the interview that we did with them, you know,
Hmm.
yeah, it was a great interview. Good band.
Totally.
As a matter of fact, we
Yeah.
might can play their song.
All right. We
How about
got.
that? Anybody in the chats want to hear some Infinity Vein before the show's over? Good
Oh, you
old
know they do.
Bridgeport, Connecticut. All right, carry on, sir.
Oh, you're good, brother. This Friday, July 28th, we got Malibu Saints, the old timers over at Crush Point, and Citrus. That should be depends type of evening. Saturday, July 29th, we got Nostalgia, 11 Teen, and Seventh Legend.
And that's free parking. Always remember that about O'Reilly's. Very
Yes.
important. And
Most.
it's cool. You know, the cops are cool over there. You can kind of do your thing in your car if you need to and stuff.
Yes, sir. The one on the left happened last night, so I will just discard that one.
But it looks really cool. I think
It
that's
does
what,
look cool.
Couldn't help it. All right, so it's never too early for Halloween.
Yeah, yeah. And let's see, Wrecking Ball Metal Madness Live. That is October 27th and 28th at the Echo Lounge in Dallas. That's a new venue. Haven't heard too much about it, but I have been seeing a lot more bands getting booked there.
Does
let's
anybody
see.
want to play Guess the Band Name in the chats?
Let's see. I'm man. Oh, there's a bar. Okay, hang on. Let's see if I can do this. Ends of Sanity, Despised Icon, Eternal Champion, Skinless, Creeping Death. Let's see. Devourment? I can't tell. It's a whole bunch of orange cum that's just sprayed all over down to the bottom. You know,
It's pumpkin cum.
I'd really appreciate
They're
it if y'all could
pumpkin
make y'all's
seeds.
logos a little more legible. I'd really appreciate that.
It's the seed of the pumpkin.
Yeah, it's a seed of penis.
Same difference. Yeah, so any of these bands who want to be featured on Blow Your Brains Out, just contact us. We'll all have a good time together. I dig shit
Oh yeah,
like that.
yeah. I will keep my jokes to a minimum. Summer Bash.
No,
we got.
that's when we'll break out our best.
Oh, good man.
But I guess we shouldn't tell them. We'll keep a little that,
Right.
Back.
All right. This Saturday we got Chastity with Lowside over at Oscar's Bar and Grill. Not familiar with that location.
Me either, but it's Lowside more than anything. I like supporting that band and letting people know where they're playing.
All right. Thursday, tomorrow night, we got Diva Summer Has It, Under Control, Music for Bad Bitches. So rap, hip hop, R&B, and dance hall. That's at Nines on Main Street in Dallas. And then
the main reason I have that again, Dave, is for me and you to talk about it, because I want to know what that club is. Where is it on Main Street?
Yeah. I want to know more about you, Dallas Fort Worth. Let us know.
I know a thing or two about Main Street.
I've heard a thing or two about Main Street.
I've lived half of my life on Main Street, motherfuckers.
Saturday, October 14th, we got the second annual Granbury Rock and Blues Bash with Larry Lampkin, Jason Cartwell Band, Mysterious Scoundrels, and Bob Schneider is headlining.
And with that, everyone, we want to once again thank you. Blow your brains out every Wednesday, 9 p.m. with me, Rick E. Warden, and Dave Jarvis, the brilliant, incredible, and genius. My host, your host.
Thank you, Ricky. And thank you, Cowtown Hustlers, for making an evening with us. Always a pleasure. Ariel, hopefully we'll see you next week.
Hear that. Should we play some Ariel or some Infinity Vein?
I think we should play everything.
Think so? I got a couple of beers.
I could drink one more beer.
All right, so Ariel, this is for you. Also, this is Infinity Vein. When it all falls apart. These people are badass. Y'all let us know what you think of this band. It's called Angel. We'll be listening with you.
Do you believe in me like I believe in you? Will you stand by me when the world falls through? When I look in your eyes, it's chaos to clarity, and suddenly I'm standing in paradise, not passing, and that's when you ask me.
What do you think of that Infinity Vein right there?
I think I'm in love.
Yeah, man. As long as they have some good sound, that's really what it's all about, is having good sound for these bands that have worked really hard to perform these songs live, you know?
Yeah, see, people have this weird misconstrued opinion that like if it's not on the radio that it's not worth anything. But no, no, you'd be amazed at how much great shit is not on the radio.
Yep. And without a doubt, we have proven that. And I'll keep this show going tonight because I do have a couple of beers. And we will. Trying to think of
Yes, yes, we will do all of that you just said.
Yeah, we will the Argonaut.
Oh, dude, man, I felt so bad for those guys last weekend because like every technical difficulty that could happen for a theatrical band like that
No,
happened for
no.
them, and I felt so bad for like fucking Matt. Like he had those really cool like the glow in the dark shades that they all were wearing when we interviewed them. He got that tangled up in his hair as he was doing a costume change, so it was just dangling off of him while he was trying to portray this other character. Or I'm sorry.
Oh.
When the captain was overcome by the death virus that turned him into a giant grim reaper, the transition was rough, but the music was fantastic. And they were troopers. They soldiered through it. But man, I really wish that it didn't. I wish it would have gone better for them. But you know what? They did a fantastic job, and they entertained the people.
Well, I think that musically they must have had. Like musically, did they play a tight set?
Uh, as tight as they could with all the problems. Like they
Okay,
had
with the other distractions.
they
Okay.
had like preset like clips that they would play in between stuff, and they were off time. And like they have a thing, a holder for the beer on the mic stand, and it just kept spilling beer all over the monitors. And like
Think they were
everything.
doing a little too much?
I think I think that if they had had enough time to set up and work out the kinks, they would have nailed it. But the
Uh,
Growl is a punk rock venue, and
Damn it.
Argonaut.
I'm going to fucking contact them, man. I think they're amazing.
Oh, they're great.
In the studio, they have found their fucking place. If
Yeah.
they could reproduce that live with what I thought was foam and things, I didn't know they were, um, you know, going beyond that.
hmm But the Deep fucking rocked it.
Of course.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I can't wait for them to go on tour with Within Chaos and fucking just show them what the fuck just three people and really loud amps can do.
Bro, I think you should do it, man. Like, I support you 100 in every way. Meaning that, like, if I can get there, I will. You know, can't make you a promise there, though. But I will promote it in every way that I can. We'll bring on other bands, from Austin that you're playing with, build them up, etc. So, man, I hope you guys can get, what's going on here and get out and do shows, because I believe in Dank. I believe in what you're doing. But I believe it has to be David Jarvis. When I was a kid, um, one of the things that were common with bands is you always had a sound person that was willing to mix the sound for the band. If nothing else, it was the singer's friend and, helping the singer sound better, you know? But it really is all about the sound. And I don't think without exception, that applies to all bands. And you just don't find a sound man at every venue that, you know, one, gives a fuck about your sound, and two, gets your sound, you know. And so when you have a sound man that you can count on, whether it's someone that you know from playing shows at that venue, like Chuck, man, when Chuck ran sound, he got my sound pretty quick.
Dude, Chuck is the man when it comes to live sound.
Yeah, I think he was really into my music, which is like the best compliment ever, right? All right, so there you go, man. Let's not bore the audience. How about we check the chats here and then play another song? We got
Sounds good.
Vil Girl. She's hot in the chats. Never heard you talk about Stevie Ray. Isn't he from Dallas? Do you not like? No, we love some Stevie Ray Vaughan. How about
Dude,
you, Dave Jarvis?
absolutely fucking love Stevie Ray Vaughan. The problem is finding people that have met Dime and Vinny is way easier than finding people that have met Stevie Ray.
Well, let's state our affiliation. We are from Arlington, Texas. Like I grew up in Arlington, Texas. I met Dime in Arlington, Texas at an early age. Dave Jarvis grew up in Arlington, Texas. Went to Arlington and Grand Prairie schools, and
I was 7 when Stevie Ray died.
well, there's that also. But with me, no, it's very close. They just had a new memorial park in Dallas that opened that's a tribute to Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I'm really excited about that. But prior to that, there really hasn't been anything around here that we could point to, and I've long, stated that Dallas is a like a vacation desert. There's nothing to do in Dallas Fort Worth if you're on vacation, other than there's Hurricane Harbor, there's Six Flags, right? We have the Texas Rangers, the Dallas Cowboys, but other than that, there's not anything. There's JFK and the Grassy Knoll, Dealey Plaza, and the six store, whatever it is, school book depository. That's the number one tourist area in Dallas Fort Worth. But there is a park over in DeSoto. Do you know about that, David?
I did not.
There's a park in DeSoto where it's just like a walking trail, but there's a sign there that's a tribute to Stevie Ray Vaughan, just out in the middle of nowhere on a walking trail.
But at the same time, nobody really talks about the Toadies. They're from Dallas. Nobody talks about Erica Badu or Nora Jones or Deep Blue something. There's the Drowning Pool. Nobody ever talks about Drowning Pool on this show, which is crazy. It's just,
Now you got back to it on this show. That is kind of crazy, and we should do something about that.
I mean, I never knew anything about Drowning Pool except for what they played on the radio.
Yes, you did.
No, I really didn't, because Grain formed like the week that they got signed, and then they did their thing, and fucking Dave died like probably a year and a half later after the record deal, so we didn't. Like the only Drowning Pool stories I've heard are from like Charles from Hellified Funk Crew.
Yeah.
Nobody ever talks about Dave all that often, and that's a damn shame, because I from what I've seen, Drowning Pool actually played a great show.
Well, and it might have something to do with a very short-lived life. You talk about someone who apparently burned at both ends. I mean, I knew him way back in the his other band. Damn, I could always remember it, but I forget it right now. But I knew him from way back. He came up at the end of my time in Deep Ellum. Basically, I had kids in 86 and 88. And so by 2000, I was out, right? But like 88 was my, hurrah. I was nailing Deep Ellum in 88. And so that's about that time. I don't think he was in July Alley. What was his band? Fuck. It wasn't Stepchild. I can't remember. But either way, I think the reason why is because his career was very short-lived.
I know, and what really sucks is, like, I heard the last song that they recorded with Dave, which was the Triple H, the wrestler Triple H, his intro song, and I thought that was so amazing, their version of the Triple H intro song, that I was like, oh my god, if they could have kept going with this sound, holy shit, they would be unstoppable. They would literally be on the same level as like Korn and Linkin Park, I think, if if shit had gone a different way.
Yep. Hey, that story can be told a lot of different times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like you, Dave
Yeah,
Jarvis.
Dave,
Really,
Dave,
what
Dave.
you're doing with X16 Chill, dude, that should be up there with like Moby and that kind of shit, dude. I mean, like you're really doing some really cool shit. And what Chip Tooth does with X16 Chill, which we'll play in a little bit, is really it's off the hook. I mean, it's very like the music is intense. Let's just start there, because I got to break it down a little bit. And so the music itself is very intense on the Chip Tooth, which are, for anybody listening and who haven't heard these songs before, those are primarily rap songs. And I wouldn't even call them hip hop or, anything else. They're straight up in your face rap shit. And it's really cool, dude. Like the music is intense, the rap, the flow of it, everything about it. Dave Jarvis is off the hook, bro. So I really expect any day now you'll be contacting me going, hey Rick, guess what? And it'll happen just like that. Guess what, Rick? I got the paycheck.
Well, I will say I'm a big fan of people that are taken out of their comfort zones. That's why I always try to find vocalists that do not match the tenor of the track that I want them on, because I want to see how far they can stretch, what they've got. That's why I've got Ariel working on a track right now that is straight up like 80s synth, type of music, like Culture Club or like Cyndi Lauper, because I know how talented Ariel is, and it would be really cool to get her out of the Breaking Benjamin's, comfort zone that she's in, because I fully believe that she is really talented, and I think that her voice could transcend genres and styles. Same thing with Katie Lynn, same thing with Steve Page, same thing with Chip Tooth. I firmly believe that what their heart is coming from, that I can put a spin on it and show the other dimensions of these artists. And I'm very proud of that.
Amazing. Like your confidence is there, I mean, like, right. And, that's what's enjoyable about all of this, bro, is the moment that we enjoy together. So with that, let's love our girl, Ariel, Against All Odds. The song is called Cold.
Drifting to sleep and just fade away. No one will know where you will go, your safest space. 'Cause hiding behind your cute little smile, the darkness it grows with each passing hour. Can't turn back the dial. I'm feeling so cold, not to the touch, falling so fast. Please don't you dare hold the grudge. 'Cause this fake little smile
Against all odds. Yours, mine, ours. Ariel, Against All Odds. The song is called Cold.
Love her.
Been missing you tonight, Ariel. It's kind of crazy. It wasn't meant to be this way. I didn't intend for it to be this way, but
It's my fault. I'll take all the blame for it.
we miss you. We feel like you're a part of us.
I will say this: Marsha Klepper is definitely missing some Phoenix.
That's true. Thank you for coming back to that, because she was our first in the chat this evening, and I kind of passed right on by it, didn't I?
Yeah, Marsha Klepper, my coworker up at work, she loves you. She loves
no
Phoenix.
way. Oh, so cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
she's
thank
a
you,
huge
Marsha.
fan of the show, and she loves what we're doing, and she really loves Phoenix.
Well, I will have him back on, that's for sure. Like last week when he was on, it was because his mom was sick, you know. It was overtime for me. But it's enjoyable overtime, and I actually learned something. I really did, that was very valuable. And I think that, bro, between you and me, if you don't mind, the next time he's on, I'm just going to leave the headphones on him.
Let's make sure that I don't book those guests.
Okay. See, that's my point. Like, when I take the headphones off of him, I've got to do two things. I have to, like, hear where we're at in the program and take care of him at the same time. And it's almost impossible. So I end up, interrupting. So, to your coworker and friend of the show, I really don't know how to balance it with Phoenix, but maybe it'll happen. Inevitably, it'll happen in the future show. So,
All good. Marsha, if you're listening, because she normally listens the day after. Marsha, if you're still on, you're still with us this late in the program, thank you. I love you so much. You're such a positive influence on me whenever I come into work. So thank you very much.
That's fucking important, man. That's very important. Hey, Dave Jarvis, can I play another song that you are responsible for? Basically, one of your songs. It's really cool. I like it a lot, and I don't play it enough because I don't get the opportunity.
I love things.
All right, so this song, everybody, is called The Chase, and I will get to it in just a second. I just have to turn up the volume. And this song is called The Chase, featuring Katie Lynn, and yours truly, X610 Chill, Dave Jarvis.
Thank you, sir.
I don't care and you don't know where we are, where we go. And you don't know if you don't see. I keep you locked in a dream. Your smile shines so bright, and you don't know I'll kill that light. You won't know if I lie. And here we are, with what remains of a broken heart and a scarred face. And you keep coming back, hoping maybe that you'll find something to make you stay. You can go, I don't care, 'cause I can find you anyway, yeah. You can change your face and name. Let's make this a game, baby. You wanna see the change? think you know me, but don't you know, baby, you only see what I want you to. It's not my fault if you think it's true. I'm not the girl you think you know. My heart is made of stone. I'll hunt you down and leave you cold. You can go, I don't care, 'cause I can find you anywhere, yeah. You can change your face and name. Let's make this a game, baby. You wanna see the change, the change. I know when you think that I'm crazy, yeah. Or maybe I'm just selfish, or maybe I'm just narcissistic, but I can't make you stay. You can try and run away, but babe, I'm on the chase. You can go, I don't care, 'cause I can find you anywhere, yeah. You can change your face and name. Let's make this a game, baby. You wanna see the change, the change.
The Chase featuring Katie Lynn, X610 Chill, Dave Jarvis himself. My goodness, that's amazing. There's enough builds and fills and turns to ride your roller coaster every which way you want to in that song and all of these songs that you're putting together, Dave Jarvis. In the middle of the midnight with Dave Jarvis.
Yeah, man. Uh, that was a totally collaborative effort with myself, with Katie, with Billy, with a fucking OZ over at Element. It was just that was a whole smorgasbord of all of us just throwing all of our ideas together and actually coming up with something that was far better than any of us expected.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm humbled to hear the song and to enjoy it, in this moment together that we spend with the world. And, bro, I could only imagine what it's like, being in that environment when that kind of shit comes together because I thoroughly enjoy it.
I love working with different people with different mindsets and different outlooks, man. It broadens my horizon. That's why I love this show so much. That's why I love being on the show with you, bro, because I get to meet and delve into the different mentalities of these different musicians, and it makes me rethink and reevaluate how I approach what I do. So thank you very much, brother.
Wow, that's a pretty cool compliment. Yeah. Okay. Uh, uh, I don't know what else to say, but you're welcome. I try to play your music as much as I can because I enjoy it. And that's also my way of saying thank you. So, everyone listening, you can wait till later to hear the metal version of this show because I'll light it up in a little bit. But sticking with the Bolt Neck Productions theme of the show at the moment, what do you say we keep it going, Dave Jarvis?
Sounds like a good plan. I actually have to crash out now. I got to get up early for work. But thank you, brother. Always a pleasure.
Bro, it's always a pleasure for me too, especially this week. I actually had a good weekday, Jarvis.
Oh, good. I'm happy for you.
And of course, like you, this show had a lot to do with it, being able to look forward to it, you know?
Oh, dude, this is what I look forward to every Wednesday evening, man.
All right, so our Blow Your Brains Out community.
Thank you, DFW. Thank you, Virginia. Thank you, everybody all over the globe. Thank you for tuning in and realizing that DFW is a lot more than what you think it is.
We're at least as good as Austin ever was.
Never heard of it.
Hey, man, they've been keeping it weird down there for a long time, you know? But right now, bro, there truly is a comedy revolution taking place in Austin.
Well, good.
It's so prevalent, Dave Jarvis. Like, I can't deny it any longer. Like, I have to do two things. I have to get my studio in order, right? It's very important that I do that. And then I have to get to Austin, man. Like, it's not that hard to tell 3 or 4 jokes.
And we need more stand-up comedians on this show.
So with that, all you stand-up comedians listening, just slide your DM right into my or Dave Jarvis's.
I will get on the horn and try to get some stand-up comedians up on this show, man.
Bro, I haven't done it yet, but when I do, my thought is William. Man, some Kill Tony folks. Have you been keeping up with Kill Tony?
I haven't actually been keeping up with Kill for Tony, but I do know a
There
few.
is a local band, Kill for Tony. Wait, they're Kill for Mother.
I do know some stand-up comedians from around the area, so I could definitely throw out some feelers.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I have a vision for the show to do more, and you know, who doesn't? You know, we all dream a little bit, right? And the more comedy and laughter you can add to a show in particular, the better off you are. One of my challenges doing this show is I'm focused on engineering. You know, I need my audios to be good. I'm trying to pull up things on other websites that are pertinent to the show, and making sure that people are on the screen when they need to be on the screen, and different things like that.
Oh, dude, you do a fantastic job, man.
Well, with that, if anyone is interested in engineering, if you want to learn engineering, just slide on in and hit me up, because I will teach you some motherfucking engineering. Let me hit that. Yeah, and then I can do some goddamn comedy. Bro, Kill Tony last week was stupid. Do you keep up with Kill Tony?
I do not.
I happen to. I don't know how wonderful of a confession that is or not, but man, I find the guy himself entertaining. I do.
Oh, dude, Tony Hinchcliffe is fucking awesome.
But I also think that his show here, Kill Tony, is fucking fabulous, dude. I don't think there's anything like it in the world. And the reason why is because he is discovering talent.
Hey, just like us.
Yep, but last week was fucking crazy. I mean, it was off the hook. Like, after the show, or during the show, I was uncomfortable. And after the show, I was like, whoa. I think that was like surprised they aired it, and I think that was too far.
Ooh, that's the kind of shit I like.
Well, oh no, it's the dude. I'll tell you. He found this new comedian, right? He's all about finding the new comedians, right? Everybody from Hans Kim is his like latest guy. Are you familiar with Hans Kim?
I'm not.
He's from Korea. He's actually funny as fuck. I like him a lot. David, what's David's last name? Damn it. I can't remember his last name. Really cool dude. He's funny as hell. He's good at ripping people and shit. David, what's his last? David Lucas. Thank you. His name is David Lucas. Because it's very important to me that I remember him. If I could get him on the show, that would be the shit. Because he's a brother. He's a black dude. But dude, he's totally fucking like. If you ask me, of all the people that Tony Hinchcliffe and Kill Tony and Joe Rogan and that whole crowd is associated with, I think this David Lucas guy might be the, like, at least the latest, best comedian, and probably the best. I mean, he reminds me of fucking, like, he's just so real. Like, he's like Richard Pryor to me and stuff, man. I mean, I really like him a lot. His name is David Lucas. It'd be great to have him on. But there's more. There's also that William Montgomery. He does a podcast. And I would not mind at all having him on because he keeps it pretty real.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got something to shoot for then. But, hey, brother, I'm going to crash out. But, hey, you have a great rest of the night and a great rest of the week, all right? And kiss Phoenix for me.
Well, you already know that's going to happen tomorrow.
Good, man.
And so that everybody can kiss Dave Jarvis tonight, right? We're going to play some more Chip Tooth and keep this party going. Dave, have a wonderful night, man. I hope it's better than you hoped it would be.
Thank you, brother. I love you, man. Have a good night.
Working with the public, trying to take a piss while everybody asking me how much that is. Well, read it for me, Yoda, what those numbers represent. And then they pause for a second, say 99 cents. You did it, big guy, there's a tornado outside, so you rest your fucking life for a darn cool lights. I'm not trying to judge, but I'm hungover as shit, and every word out your mouth is fucking mongoloidish. Fake P gets more jobs than college degrees. Learning to read is as popular as Chinese cheese. Schizophrenics are my favorite, hopping up and down the pavement, rocking a hospital bracelet, asking if I got a basement, giving me some filthy cash that they just fished out their ass. Sanitizer on my hands won't wash away your stinking gash. Pointing at the product like they were a caveman, talking on their speakerphone, tweaker bitches need a tan. How much it? How much that? Give me some woods, Russian cream throwbacks. What that is, what that was. I'm still on paper, give me CBD buds. How much it? How much that? Give me some woods and Russian cream throwbacks. What that is, what that was. I'm still on paper, give me CBD buds. How much these is? Jesus, will you learn English? I ain't being facetious. I don't got motherfucking psychokinesis. Relinquish the money in your pocket, bitch. I mean this when I tell you wanna scream, cause I can smell your bag of shit with a hand of mildew. Got no hate, but you need some shampoo. Try opening up your mouth when you speak, fucking creep. Sounding like a ventriloquist without any teeth. They be asking why I'm taxing. I ain't the government, I'm a Texan. You got some nuts and you wanna flex them. Turn right around, go another direction. I don't care about your fucking election. Tell your bitch she give an erection. Stick my dick in without protection. Fill their ass up, make her have a C-section. Crack fiends doing back handsprings, yelling yes queen. Asking for it, your boy screams when not like God screams. See the sign that says don't lean. I forgot you can't read. Forrest Gump's got you beat, Lieutenant Dan ice cream. How much it? How much that? Give me some woods, Russian cream throwbacks. What that is, what that was.
the brilliant, incredible, and genius. Your host and mine, Dave Jarvis, cranking out all the hits. If you want to support Blow Your Brains Out, motherfuckers! Like I said at the top of the show, all a person needs is an opportunity. And this man right here is the example that any person could look up to and follow. And I say that with confidence. The brilliant, incredible, and genius Dave Jarvis with Grown Ass Man and Chip Tooth. Everybody, let's go tonight.
It's getting sad, hear you brag about a grown-ass man. Bro, you ain't running shit but your jaw. I'm just saying, how you the king of this jungle that we playing? And then go begging for your mama for that rent you latin'. And stop playing, cause that purple gets you hurt. Flashing that money from your folks around them dudes that have to work. I know your parents rich and that's cool, congratulations. But don't ever trip thinking you know our situations. And it's a shame you think we're the same, and it's disgracing my name with this motherfucking layman. Okay, then just keep your mouth shut and stop faking, cause you ain't that grown ass man like them claims you was making.
If you a grown ass man, put your panties in the air. If you a grown ass man, what you put in your hair? If you a grown ass man, why you whine all the time? If you a grown ass man, how come your girlfriend's mine? If you a grown ass man, put your panties in the air. If you a grown ass man, what you put in your hair? If you a grown ass man, why you whine all the time? If you a grown ass man, how come your girlfriend's mine? I'm a grown ass man, but let me get $1. You done with that beer, but well, let me get a swallow. I'm still looking for a job while I'm living with my father. He won't get off my ass about loading the dishwasher. I got 7 baby mamas from Texas to the Bahamas. I don't know half their names, I smoke too much marijuana. I can't afford no food for my stupid pet iguana. I could get out of bed before noon, but I don't wanna. I'm a grown ass man wearing Velcro shoes. If an alarm's going off, bitch, you know I'm hitting snooze. My meth marked face is covered in tattoos. Why ain't the grocery store calling me for my interview? If you a grown ass man, put your panties in the air. If you a grown ass man, what you put in your hair? If you a grown ass man, why you whine all the time? If you a grown ass man, how come your girlfriend's mine? If you a grown ass man, put your panties in the air. If you a grown ass man, what you put in your hair? If you a grown ass man, why you whine all the time? If you a grown ass man, how come your girlfriend's mine?
If you a grown ass man, you stand up on your own. If you a grown ass man, you work your hands to the bone. If you a grown ass man, you can't go running home. Ain't got no backup, no phone in the chrome. Just get it on. I built my rep from the ground up. So when I look you in the eye, you look away because you front. You tryna play like you know the struggle, but you don't, and we know you fake thuggin'. It's no love when your bitch come to my door. How you a grown ass man and a servant to this hoe? You killed your friendships over that bitch, you fucking the moron. Moron, what's a moron, cousin?
If you a grown ass man, put your panties in the air. If you a grown ass man, what you put in your hair? If you a grown ass man, why you whine all the time? If you a grown ass man, how come your girlfriend's mine? If you a grown ass man, put your panties in the air. If you a grown ass man, what you put in your hair? If you a grown ass man, why you whine all the time? If you a grown ass man, how come your girlfriend's mine?
Ha ha ha. I cannot tell you how goddamn proud I am of that. It brings tears to my eyes to hear this amazing collaboration of music that we're listening to here tonight, featuring this beautiful man, Dave Jarvis. Everyone wish him some very nice, sweet, chill dreams tonight as he floats off. And we listen to some more good music. Let's keep it going tonight. Boltneck. X-Regrets.
I'll try just this once, 'cause baby, I can't see the future, but you've got a home in my arms. 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 Well, who'd have known this would be a love that's long? And I'll take my time, thankful knowing there's a charm. Yeah, I've got a checkered past, and maybe he does too. But that don't mean we can't make a home that will last. 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 Who'd have known this could be a love that's long? And I'll take my time, thankful knowing the good's a charm. Yeah, I've gotta slow it down. Been living life too fast. I don't wanna miss a moment now that you're around. Make a home that will last. Make a home that will last. Make a home that will last. We'll make a home that will last. Make a home that will last. We'll make a home that will last. There's a
Third's a charm right there. All right. Let's move this pile of shit on out the way. We got some killdozer, the trespassers, telling you what it's all about.
Sit back and hear a tale about a hard-working man, just trying to pay the bills, doing the best he can.
right, everybody. How about a special thanks tonight to our very special guest, the Cowtown Hustlers. That's right, you can only find this kind of entertainment right here. There's only one place, and it's right here. Blow your brains out with me, Rick E. Warden, and Dave Jarvis, and also Sloppy Flap Jackson and Ville Girl, and all these people lighten up our chats tonight. Thank you to each and every goddamn one of you. We're having such a good time tonight. I think I might go ahead and just play one more song. What do you think? I talked to Dave Jarvis earlier tonight about the Argonaut. To me, when I listen to this band, I'm enveloped into their music. Do you know what that means? Have you ever listened to a band and you're like, whoa, I am there? All right. Well, prepare yourself for that experience tonight. This is the Argonaut. Before I play that, I'm going to make certain that I am the most.
Let's wait, long gone real steel. Looking like they can't be stopped.
I love that shit. I fucking love that. I genuinely do. I am like, I wished I would have been at that show, but I keep my grandson, Phoenix. And tomorrow night at Big Rob's, that's tempting because I quite often spend time at Hurricane Harbor. And Mike could at least catch Infinity Vein out there. As a matter of fact, I'm tempted to play another Infinity Vein song. I probably should. I want to play a lot of music. Who's with me? Who wants to hear a lot of music? I want to hear that Infinity Vein again so I can really listen to that song. It's a very good song. So, I tell you what. We'll keep this party rocking with some Fort Worth, Texas. You know what that means in abbreviation? FTW. All night, goddamn long.
Lots of love and baby's also right. The kind of love you give me every night. Lots of love and baby's what I need. The kind of love will make a man out of me. So come on and love me. Give it everything you got. I'm a soldier, you're putting me through. I tell you, baby, boy, I'm leaving you. Lots of love and baby's what I like. The kind of love you give me every night. Lots of love and baby's what I crave. The kind of take me to my early grave. Come on and love me. Give it everything you got. Make it sweet love to me every night. So make it sweet love to you every night. Come on and love me. Give it everything you got.
Don't even know how happy I am to bring you that song alone this evening. Everyone listening, that is Mother Love Bone by the band, the one, the only Hillbilly Orchestra, right here out of Fort Worth, fuck the world, FTW, Texas. Taking the final stand, always, I can't help myself, let's fucking bang heads. This is
This is the final
That's amazing. The Argonaut, the final stand. It's amazing. Well, let's take this final stand together tonight because I'm tired. I'm going to have to get to sleep. I'm going to wish sweet dreams to each and every one of you. Thank you very much to our band tonight, Cowtown Hustlers. That was really a lot of fun. So thank you very much for joining us. Everybody join us. I'm going to have to go ahead and do this real fast. Join us next week for Metallica. We're going to be talking Metallica and Pantera next week right here on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. And speaking of Metallica, 40 years ago, this past week, July the 25th, Kill 'Em All was released. And 33 years ago, Pantera find their voice with Cowboys from Hell, the first Pantera album to capture the sound most people associate with the band today. Was actually the group's fifth record, Cowboys from Hell, which came out July 24th, 1990. And so when you're listening to me, part of the celebration is that my name is on that motherfucking record in the special thanks. And all the records before, up to Projects in the Jungle. My name's not on Metal Magic, I don't think. Could be. I don't know. Prove me wrong. But either way, Metallica there. I have a theory if anybody has the money and wants to pay for my upgrade. I do have Metallica tickets. That's my announcement this evening to the world. So next week, we will have very special guests talking Metallica and Pantera. So everybody blow your brains out with us next week right here at Blow Your Brains Out on our Facebook page and Outlaw Video TV on Facebook and YouTube. Check this out. Eddie Trunk is back. That's right. Eddie Trunk is back with That Rocks, talking hard rock and metal. His first show premiere featuring the one, the only, double heavy metal motherfucker, Charlie Benante. That motherfucker made one of my favorite records of all time, which is Spreading the Disease. Everybody, if you think you know metal or you want to enjoy metal, Spreading the Disease is at least a fun of a record to listen to as Ride the Lightning or even Master of Puppets. I mean, it's not, I'm not saying it's the same music. I said it's a fun experience. If you're at the park and you're looking for entertainment, this is what we find. I wished I had some of that to play for you, but I'm talking news, and that is in the news. Eddie Trunk is back. Join us next week for Metallica Talk and our very special host, yours and mine, to end the show tonight. Let's all have a good time together. Raise it high.
All my drinking buddies are in jail. And I'm too drunk to drown to go pay their bail. But you know, if I really gotta go, I ain't got near enough dough. And so now all my drinking buddies are still in jail. Well, I was going good, drinking at the bar when my buddy ran into the back of a cop car. I find it kind of funny, man, if I hallucinate